Namaskaram, namaste, a very, very good evening to all respected students. Namaskaram to everyone.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste,
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 Pranam, sir.
namaste, ma'am.
Pranam.
Pranam, ma'am.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar,
Namaste, sir.
namaste, namaste,
Namaste, sir.
namaste, namaste. So, I welcome you all to the Numerology Masterclass. Now, before we go ahead, just to actually go about and give you a small insight on how all the Navagrahas are interlinked, work in so many discrete ways. Discrete ways means hidden ways, mysterious ways, indirect ways. Via numbers is just in case, you can pull out your horoscope, right? And in your horoscope, let us say that Mesha Rashi in your horoscope is associated with Guru Bhagavan. How can Mesha Rashi be associated with Guru? Let's say you have Guru in Mesha Rashi. Or let's say you have Guru aspecting Mesha Rashi, right? Does anybody have that? Anybody in the group? Anybody in the student group? Does somebody
Yes, sir.
have? Yeah. So all those who have Mesha Rashi aspected by Guru in Mesha Rashi, then definitely you can check this in your life, in your family life. There will be people born on the 1st, the 19th, the 28th, which is the 1 series. Or what would happen is they would have been born on the 1st month. 1st month means you can call it January. 1st month is you can call it also the solar month or the lunisolar month or the first date of the solar month or the lunisolar month. This definitely has to be there in your family, right? So this will be there, right? So here you need to keep this in mind, how grahas are interlinked, interconnected with your birth details. And in that horoscope, right, let us say you have Guru in Mesha Rashi, Guru aspecting Mesha Rashi. In that horoscope, Mars or Mangala Bhagavan would either be getting into an exalted position, will either be getting into his own sign, or will be in his own nakshatra, or it will be aspecting its own house. This is a guarantee. This is a warranty. You all can check for yourself and you can share, right? Let's say, for example, I will tell you an example of a person who has Dhanusha Guru, right? His daughter has Mars in Tula Rashi, right? And it is aspecting Mesha. So this is one. Next, another person. Sun has Guru in Mesha. The sun means S-O-N, sun. His sun has Guru in Mesha Rashi. Mars is exalted in his horoscope. Obviously, if Mars is exalted or Mangala Bhagavan is exalted in the horoscope, he will aspect his own sign. Okay, let us say you don't find any of this. Let us say you don't find somebody who's born on the 1st, 19th, 28th, or somebody who's born on the 1st of the month, the solar month or the lunisolar month. Then at least, definitely, for whoever has Guru aspecting Mesha Rashi, at least this should come. One of them, they will have the first nakshatra. Which is the first nakshatra as per the Vimshotri? Which is the first nakshatra as per the Kala Purusha? They will have, or there will be people in the family. There would be people in the family who will be having a nakshatra of Ketu, which is what? Ashwini nakshatra will be there. Maga nakshatra will be there. Moola nakshatra will be there. Right? Some person will say, sir, my nakshatra itself is Ashwini nakshatra. So you should know how beautifully, how indirectly grahas have an influence in the numbers. Not just numbers, anything and everything, as we are going to learn today. Be it, your vehicle number, be it your door number, there is an influence of the Navagrahas in each and every area of your life. You just need to You just need to actually go about and realize that. And only when there is a realization, you can come into making use of their divine grace. That's why we call the grahas as Bhagwan. That's why the reason we give so much of respect to the grahas. Now, let's get into the subject. What did we study last week? We studied about the birth number, which is basically your birth date. And you sum up all the details as per your birth details, and you have the path number, right? Which you call as your destiny number. For people in Tamil Nadu, you can write it as Vidiyan, right? This is what we studied. So here, when we are referring to the birth number, when we are referring to the path number, the yoga. Now, what I want all of you to do is, one, for students who are joining in new, note taking, taking notes, writing notes, ditto, word by word, as I tell, is a mandate. Why is it that you're supposed to take notes? Because tomorrow you have to teach 100 people. In my capacity, I can teach 5 people, 10 people, 15 people. That is my capacity. But you are far, far more intelligent than me. You're wiser than me. You should be able to teach 100 people. It's my guarantee and warranty, each and every one who's attending this class, whatever money you have paid for this course, you will be able to make at least 100 times of what you have actually paid for the course. It's my guarantee. It's my warranty. And for that, my only humble request is take notes the way I'm telling, in the order that I'm telling you. That is when you refer it, and tomorrow when you teach it, there won't be even the slightest of mistake. At least for 6 months while we're teaching, just use what I'm telling. After that, you yourself will start thinking, and you will get so much of ideas, ways to look at things based on your own experience, based on your own intelligence. But the first stage, this definitely is a mandate. So take notes. When I tell you to listen, listen. When I tell you to take notes, take notes. And do not interrupt unless I ask you to. Because each and every doubt that you're having in your mind, right? I'm an astrologer first, and then I'm your teacher. So all your doubts will be covered layer by layer, bit by bit. You just need to follow the order. So what you need to do is, in case you have any doubt, you can just write it down while you're taking your notes. Towards the end of the session, I will give you all the time that you need in order to ask doubts if you have any. But if you just follow me session by session, one by one, you will get a clarity on why Sir is taking us in such a route. Why he is telling us to write this in a certain way, because there would be so much of modifications, apt modifications. There would be so much of clarity based on each and every sentence that I'm telling you to note down. So it's very important. And that's the reason I will repeat the sentences again and again so that you're able to write exactly what I tell you. So what did I tell? What we studied was the yoga or the avayoga, which means the good or the bad that comes from one's birth and path number will only be there till how many years? 25 years. After that, if you keep a lucky name, after that, what happens? If you keep a lucky name, it will guide you, it will support you like a compass throughout your life. This is the logic. Now, you can write down a lucky name or a name number should be given as per the path number. This is the rule. What is it? A lucky name or one's name number should be given as per one's path number. What is the path number? You have the birth date, you have the month, you have the year, you add all of that, and finally you get a number that is your path number. So it should be in accordance with the path number. This is the rule. So you just need to write down the rule. But there would be a summation of all of that, and that will come to you later. That's one. Likewise, write down, likewise, when the name is formed, likewise, when the name is formed, the name number of the name that is called, again repeating, likewise, when the name is formed, what is the name formed? As per the path number, right? The name of the the number of the name that is called, should correspond to the path number, should correspond to the path number. So what is the thing that I'm trying to convey?
Hear, sir. Can you
Right.
repeat one more
Again,
time?
likewise, likewise, when the name is formed, when the name is formed, the name number of the name that is called, should correspond to the path number, should correspond to the path number. In bracket, put as without initial, without initial. See, the name that is called should have a lucky, favorable number. The name that is called should be favorable. It should be favorable, and that is when you will get 100% results. And this should be without the initial. This should be without the initial. You've written it down. I will explain the logic. See, what did we study? We studied that you should create a name in accordance with the path number. Of course, I've told you there is also an option of taking the birth number. I will keep alternating this. You don't have to worry, because you will get a complete clarity, because we are just in session 2. There's so much to cover. And forming a name is easy. At the same time, it is very, very complicated, because to get the right name, you will have to literally break your heads. So I'm taking you order by order. You just need to write down, and immediately at one stage, you will get a complete logic where I would combine all of that. So you have to create a name. You have to give a name. And this name should correspond with one's path number. But what is this name? This name should correspond to the path number, correct? But this name should be the name which is called without the initial. Which means without the initial itself, the name which somebody is calling you, that should correspond to the path number, right? Has everybody understood? Anybody has a doubt? Don't ask your own set of doubts. Doubt corresponding to what I spoke. Doubt corresponding to what I stated. If somebody has a doubt, raise hands. Anybody? NM640? Yes, Rai?
Yes, sir. I did not understand.
Yeah, you have a name, correct? Let us say my name is Srinivasan, right? What will they
Yes,
call me?
yes,
They will call me Srinivasan, Srinivasan, Srinivasan. This Srinivasan should be a name which should be in congruence. It should correspond to the path number. Do you get it? Now, my name is
Right.
Srinivasan, but my name is R Srinivasan. Leave the R as of now. It is Srinivasan, which is of primal importance. So without the initial itself, Srinivasan should correspond to the what number? Path number. Do you get it?
Path. Thank you, sir.
Logic clear? Anybody else wants me to repeat? We'll go slowly and steadily. What's important is that you understand the logic. If you write the notes, you will understand the logic. NM 645.
Sir, in this same example, if people are calling you Sri, then
Srini only will work. Srini should correspond with the path number.
okay.
So what should you do now? Stop calling people pet names. Stop giving people pet names. Whatever you call more, if you keep calling this person Srini, 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 if Srini corresponds with the path number, good. If Srini does not correspond to the path number, then not good. Do you get it here?
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
What did we study in the first session? It is the sound wave. It is the wavelength of the sound. It is the vibration associated with each letter. So when you write something, when you call somebody something, or when you call yourself something, what is your name? My name is Srini. Then Srini only will work. Do you get it? Yes, all of you, can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So what
Yes,
do we
sir.
derive from this concept? And how do we use this concept? Or how do we make use of this concept? See, does it mean that because I add an initial, because in most of the cases, getting a name itself is difficult. Getting a name corresponding to the path number itself is difficult. So most of the times, what astrologers, numerologists, they would do is they would take a summation of everything. They will combine the initial and they will give you the name. So if you combine the name along with the initial, that should also be favorable. But only if I combine the initial and I get a lucky name, only if I combine the initial and if I get a lucky name, then that is of second quality. That is of second quality. It is second best. My name, that does not correspond to the path number. But only when I add an initial to the name, then only it corresponds to the path number. Please don't ask me about the last name now. We are not covering that. Stick on with the topic. We're talking about initials. So step by step only we will go. So only if I add one initial, then my name becomes lucky. Then it is not that it is bad, but it is second best. It is not the best. It is not gold medalist. It is silver medalist. That is what you need to understand. So it is second in category. It is not first in category. See, my respected students, you don't have to confuse numerology. If you just follow the path that I'm giving you, the route that I'm telling you, it's clear-cut, simple, easy, precise. You just need to hold on, latch on to the points that I'm giving, and I can assure you, it will take you to a different level altogether. Because all that I'm giving you is simple, straightforward, effortless, but the result will be excellent, right? So what is it? Name number. It should correspond with the path number. What is this? Name, which is being called. Along with the initial also, it should correspond to the path number. But only if along with the initial it becomes lucky, then it is second rate. What is first rate? What is first grade? What is gold medalist? What is first? Name itself should correspond with a path number, or it should have a lucky number. Right? This is given the first preference. So if you call somebody, let's say you call somebody or a person is there, if you keep calling this person Ganeshan, 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 that happens to be his name. And if Ganeshan, Ganeshan, Ganeshan is in harmony with the path number, then immediately it will give him good results. No, sir, Ganeshan is not corresponding with the path number. Only when I add a I, only when I add a R, only when I add a G, then it is corresponding to the path number, or it is giving me luck. Then what? It is not that it is not lucky. It is just that it is second level. This is the logic. That is the reason you will find in so many names, they will add one A, they will add two A's. It is just in order to go about and alternate, in order to make sure that the name number, which is being called or which is being written. Both of them, either of them, right, is in congruence. Congruence means what? It is an alliance. It is an alignment with what? The path number. See, just to select a name itself, it is a struggle. Only when you enter this field of full-time astrology, only when you become a full-time astrologer, full-time numerologist, then you will know to give a person a name, not just using some software and giving a name, giving a proper name, that person coming back to you, that person bringing his entire family to you. It requires a lot of effort, which means what you do should work out in other people's life. It is not just you're learning something for namesake or applying something for namesake. It has to work out in other people's life. And you will see that happening, wherein you would see literally people after people from the same family, from the same household, they will come to you seeking your advice. Sir, you gave my boy this name. Daughter also, please give the name. He's doing well. That is when you would realize my words. Ah, sir has guided me in the right path. That day, that Friday which I spent, I cannot forget. That is what is taking care of my entire life now, right? So again, now, right, the lucky number that comes along with the initial, or you can write the lucky name. That would be better. Write down the lucky name which comes along with the initial, which means what? Only if I put this initial, my name is become lucky. Will progress in life. Will progress in life only with the help of others. Only with the help of others. How is the point, my respected students? How is the point? How is the logic? How is it? See, you have a name. The name is there. Only with the initial only, I'm making it lucky, which means I need the support of the initial. I need the support of somebody. I will get the support of somebody and only then I will improve. This is the phala. You should also ask me this question, no? So what? What if I put a name with the initial which becomes lucky? This is what will happen. What is the point? They will have to take the help of the other person. The other person will come. They will support them. Right? The other person could be anybody. Inevitably, it would be the father. Right? And they will support them and they will come up in life. Right? This is how it is. Right? Next point. Next point.
Sir, the voice is
No,
breaking.
no audio, sir.
No audio? Am I audible
Yes,
now?
no audio.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it
it
is
is
audible.
breaking in between, sir.
Yes,
It's
sir,
just the
it's
voice
breaking.
is just going off.
Is it the same for everybody?
Yes, sir, I also felt the same
Yes.
thing.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Sir, yes.
Yes, sir.
3-4 times it has happened.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just a minute. Okay. Can we continue now? Or do you want me to? Am I clear now?
Yes, sir, you're clear now, but in between we won't hear your
Presently, you're
voice.
clear, sir.
No.
Okay. I will just put the hotspot on as well. Am I audible now? All of you? Am I audible now? Am I audible now to all of you? Am I audible now to all of you? Hello? Am I audible now to all of you? Can somebody unmute and tell me so that I can continue?
So again, sir, the voice was gone. Yeah.
Now is it clear?
Now it
Clear.
is clear, yes,
Yes.
but in between
Yes,
it was
sir.
gone again. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Just a minute, ma'am. I'm just switching off to the Wi-Fi. Switching on to the Wi-Fi, ma'am. Just a minute. Ma'am, am I audible to all of you now? Am I audible to all of you now? Am I audible to all of you now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I switched on. Okay. So did anybody miss any of the point while we were discussing? Any point that somebody missed?
Sir,
No,
lucky
sir.
number and name comes with, then it breaks the your sound.
Okay. Write down the lucky number that comes along with the initial. Lucky number means lucky name, obviously. So when you have a name wherein your name is lucky, only when you combine it with the initial, what will it do? It will give you progress in life owing to the help of others. You will take support from some other person, most preferably your parents, your father, and owing to that support, you will come up in life. Somebody will come, somebody will help you. Why? Because the name is not lucky here. Only after it takes the support of the initial, it is becoming lucky. So they will get the support of somebody. Owing to that support only, they will be able to come up in life. Is it clear, Aya? Is it clear for all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next point. Next point. Write down the next point. In a horoscope, when the ninth bhava or Guru Bhagavan or Guru Bhagavan or Surya Bhagavan, three options. Either the ninth bhava in your horoscope, or Sun in your horoscope, or Guru Bhagavan in your horoscope is afflicted, the name should come first. The name should come first, followed by the initial. How is this point? So, in your horoscope, or let's say tomorrow, first you have to guide yourself and your family first. You see that either the ninth bhava is afflicted, or Surya Bhagavan is afflicted, or if Guru Bhagavan is afflicted, then you don't put your initial first. You don't put R Srinivasan. You will have to put what? Srinivasan R. That is the way you should put. Which means first you will have to put your name, and then you will have to put your initial towards the end or the last. Right. First, when you actually go about and put your initial, that is customary. That is what all people do, or most of them who use their initial. What would they do? They would first put the initial to the name, and then they would follow it up with the name or the first name. But here, when Sun or Guru or the ninth bhava is afflicted, you will see this in many cases. People who are working in government departments, or people who have seen people working in government departments, especially big IAS officers, collectors, you will see them. They will first put their name, and then they will put their initial, the initial that is given. This is something that all of you should clearly know. Right? Yes, Aya. NM68, what is the doubt?
Sir, the doubt is because name is written in different formats across India. I just want to know, you mentioned R. Srinivasan. So what is R? R is his father's name or what?
Father's name here. Usually.
Father's
We are
name.
going, we are going step by step here. So one by one, I will tell you. Now we are covering initial. Then one by
Okay.
one, everything will be covered. Everything
Okay.
cannot be jammed up. Right?
No. I'm asking because in our place, initial is like Shri. Shri is used for all the males. So that is why
Okay.
I was asking. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here the initial is mostly pertaining to the father.
Father.
Right? They will
Okay.
use the father's name as R. Right? So let
Okay.
us say the father's name is Ravichandran. Right? The son's name is Srinivasan. Right? He will put R Srinivasan. You get it?
Okay. Sir.
Okay. There can also be some more doubt which will come in the minds of women. All that will be covered one by one if you just listen to me. Right? What is the logic here? The initial that you put, that usually, mostly corresponds to the father's name. So let us say the initial that corresponds to the father's name, father, who's signified by Guru, father, who's signified by the ninth bhava in the horoscope, father, who's also signified by the Kala Purusha's ninth bhava, which is Guru, is weak in your horoscope. Let us say he's getting into a debilitation. Then he should not put the signature in the front. He has to put the signature behind. That is the way it is. Okay, sir. Till now, I did not know this rule. In my horoscope, Sun is debilitated. In my horoscope, the ninth bhava is debilitated. So what will it do? Write down. If Sun or Guru or the ninth bhava is debilitated or weak, I'm sorry, in the horoscope, and when one puts the initial first, it will give poverty. It will give poverty and difficulties, medical expenses to the father in a young age, or the relationship, it can be or and by the way, with the father, or the state of the father will be not good. Does anybody wants to share? Does anybody wants to share? Does anybody wants to
Can
share?
you repeat it one more time?
Ma'am, when Guru or Sun or ninth bhava, you've understood the rule, ma'am? Do you want me to repeat the rule?
No, sir, I understood the rules, but it was a little bit fast for me to complete the sentence. That's all.
So when Guru or Sun or the ninth bhava is weak in one's horoscope, he should not put the initial, which obviously corresponds in most cases to the father's name, in the first. He should put the initial towards the end. So what if this person has been putting the initial in the first before his name? Then you can write down what the phala will be. There will be poverty and difficulties and medical expenses to the father in his younger age, which means when the child is young. Clear, ma'am? Ma'am, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Else, the state of the father, the sthiti of the father, the relationship with the father will not be good. Will not be good. You'll find so many cases. One person, obviously, it does not have to go that far. One person, his father died when he was 12 years old, owing to ailment. Another person, the 9th Bhava Lord, Makara Lagna, 9th Bhava Lord, is getting into a TITHI Shoonya. From his birth till now he is obviously using his initial before his name. His father is having some form of problem or the other and is having some form of medication. So the logic is the 9th Bhava, Sun or Guru, if it is debilitated, then first you should stop putting the initial in the front. One, it will create problems to the father. It will create bitterness between you and your father. Can we include Guru here also? Yes, you can definitely include Guru. One doubt can be, sir, here, let us say you've already taught us that for all people, those who have Sthira Lagna, all those who have Sthira Lagna, the 9th Bhava obviously becomes the Badhaka, the Badhaka. So obviously this 9th, which indicates father, the 9th, which indicates progress, the 9th, which indicates fame, all of that has to be attacked to a certain extent. So, sir, does it mean all of us, those who have Sthira Lagna, we should start putting the initial towards the end of the name? Yes, it is good for you. Because it is not just the father here, it is about development, right? You'll find so many people, and I also personally know so many people because first I apply rules, see the result. After that only I share it with you. So you will find so many cases where somebody lacks a development. Then inevitably they will actually make a small correction. They will take the initial here and put it behind. For whom? For those who befit this condition, either the rule or those who have Sthira Lagna. Slowly and steadily there would be development. Development like going to a foreign land, development like settling in a job, development like getting a promotion. And you would be amazed to see how beautifully one rule itself, one simple logic itself creates a transformation in a person's life. Now, the next question can be,
Sir, can I
what?
take that?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Aya. Go ahead. Okay, all of you, those who want to share, you can share one by one.
Sir, I have.
Raise your hands. Raise your hands first. Raise your hands so that I know who's it.
Sir, NM.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Aya.
Sir, I am Scorpion ascendant, sir.
Hmm.
So, Badhaka is 9th Lord.
Hmm.
And I bought at Dashami Tithi.
Hmm.
The Tithi Shoonyas are Mars
Hmm.
and Sun, sir. As Sun is affected. And Jupiter is in Leo, sir.
Hmm.
And Sun is in Pisces, Meena.
All right. All right.
So I think the Parivartana is going to activate, sir, because in the form of you.
Right. All right. Aya, no, let's stick to the topic here. Initial name.
Yes, sir.
Have you put an initial
Initial?
before
Before
your
only. Before only. All the points are exactly to the point.
To the point? How is it? Yeah. NM623. See, only when you share, other people will know. Yes, it is working.
Yeah.
Aya?
Hi, like, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Aya, I can hear you.
Okay.
Am I
Yeah,
audible?
Yes. Yeah.
Loud
In
and
my
clear?
horoscope, yes, yeah. Yeah, in my horoscope, Sun is debilitated. I mean, debilitated. But it qualifies as Neecha Bhanga Raja Yoga.
Even if it is Neecha Bhanga Yoga.
Okay. We'll
I
have
know
to...
I know your case history, no?
Yes, yeah.
So you know your
we'll
case
have to
history
put
also.
initial. Yes, yeah. So we'll have to... so even I should be adding
So
my initial only after
what
my
happens
name.
now? What happens now? One day it becomes favorable. Other day it becomes
Yes.
unfavorable. This is how what is
True.
happening to you now.
Yes, yeah, very true.
One day it is favorable. When you want it to be
Yeah.
favorable, it is not favorable.
It's not
When you're saying, I
favorable.
don't want anything, then it is becoming favorable. That is Neecha
True.
Yoga now.
Yeah. That's what I, but should I be adding my initial after my name then? Even in
Yeah,
this
so,
case?
yeah, so
Okay.
many sessions are going to come. First, you listen carefully, then you decide what
Okay.
you want to do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah,
All right.
thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Anybody else? Put your hands down here if you've done with the questions. Anybody else wants to? Ma'am, raise your hands. It's NM633 Priyanka. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, I'm not much into astrology. I don't know much, but little bit I know. My son is in a weak condition. I'm Libra ascendant.
Okay.
And Jupiter also with Ketu.
Hmm.
So what does initial mean? Means like my name is Priyanka Sharma. The Priyanka will be the initial.
No. Priyanka is your name, ma'am. Just
Yeah,
in
name.
case,
So,
many
but if
people.
I don't have any initial, then
That is okay, ma'am. We are just covering initial. We have to go rule by rule, no, ma'am? One by one.
okay. Yeah.
As of now, it does not apply to you. That's all.
Okay.
Sharma is your family name.
Yeah. Surname. Yeah. Family.
Surname, family name that comes owing to heredity, one's occupation, right?
Yeah.
All
But
of this is what?
the thing you told about the guru and all, it's matching with my name. Whatever
That will
you
come.
told.
That will come.
Yeah.
That is obviously owing to, that is there. But
Okay.
you don't have a
So
initial.
Priyanka will be only the name. It will not be the initial one.
How can Priyanka be the initial, ma'am? It's your name, right?
Yeah.
It's your first name.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Got
All
it.
right. All right. Catch hold of the logic, my respected students. Okay, go ahead. But you ask me questions. No issues. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anybody else? Share your experiences. That is what encourages me. 10 more points I will give you. Share one experience, because everybody else will also be encouraged. Okay, we are in the right track. Okay. All right. So we will proceed now. Now, what about Stree? What about women? Because women. Yes, somebody raise the hands first. Somebody wants to share something or ask a doubt. Okay. See, okay. As much as small doubts are concerned, when I ask you pertaining to the subject, ask, else write it down. As you're writing, put one small gap and write it down there. I should ask this doubt. Towards the end, I will give you all time to ask doubts. Here, only when I tell you, ask pertaining to the subject, else share your experience, raise your hands. Next. What about Stree? What does Stree do? Many of them, especially in the southern part of India, what they would do is, they will have a name, obviously. They will use the father's initial till they get married, right? Let us say Radhe, Radha, Rukmani, right? The father's name will be Vishwanathan, right? V. So they will put V Rukmani. Then they will get married. They will get married to Mr. Sendil Kumar. Then they will put S Rukmani. So now, here, for women, it applies till marriage. For women, it applies till marriage. But then, post they get married, they should look at the sthiti. Sthiti means the condition of Mars or Mangala Bhagavan or Kuja Bhagavan. Why? Because Mangala, Kuja Bhagavan, he signifies what? Who does he signify? All of you? He signifies husband. So if the sthiti or the condition of Mars is strong, then they can put the husband's name, which is in the form of an initial. For example, Rukmani, Miss Rukmani gets married to Mr. Sendil Kumar. So Mrs. S. Rukmani is good if Mars is good in her horoscope, or at least not afflicted. If Mars is afflicted in the horoscope, then it should be what? What should it be now? Rukmani S. Rukmani S. Rukmani S, right? It will still, she's still married to Senthil Kumar. But now the initial will come towards the end. All of you got the logic? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There'll be so many people have shared their experiences. Wherein after the change of this initial only, I got job, I got foreign job, I went and settled in a foreign land, right? And does it apply only to one graha? I'm just telling one graha. Even if sun is afflicted in the horoscope, or if guru is afflicted in the horoscope, or if the 9th bhava is afflicted in the horoscope, right? This will be there. And if you continue putting your initial, if you have this affliction, then immediately it will create problems to the father. It will create problems to the father, right? So this is how it is. So does it apply to even if sun is getting into a Neecha Bhanga, as one of the students had asked? Yes, it is a Neecha and then a Bhanga. So whatever is the impact of a Neecha Graha, that has to happen, right? So if you want to keep it with the initial, yes, you can keep it with the initial. But before this point, what did we discuss? Along with the initial also, if you are following initial, now the subject is initial. One by one, we will go. Along with the initial along with the name, that should also resonate with a good vibration. Independently, your name, Rukmani, should resonate with your path number or a good vibration. S Rukmani also should. It does not mean that Rukmani only is good. If I add a S now, it becomes bad. So sir told Rukmani is first grade. So adding S does not matter. That should also resonate with a good vibration. That is when it will create luck. That is when it will create luck. But care and attention should be first given to the name. Care and attention should be first given to the first name. Care and attention should be given first to the first name which is called. It cannot be that you are Srinivasan and people call you Srini. No, then it is the Srini which will work, not Srinivasan. So what do I do in such cases? I cannot go and tell all people to call me in a certain way. At least you should start writing it down if Srinivasan resonates with the path number, and if it brings you luck, you should at least write it down regularly. You should keep writing Srinivasan down regularly. That is when you will be able to amplify good opportunities in your life, right? So this is a logic, right? Next, write down the luck pertaining to the name number. The luck pertaining to the name number will work speedily, which means fast, tuck, it will work. After 25 years, the luck pertaining to one's name number will start working speedily, very, very fast. After one attains 25 years. So 25 years onwards, name number will work like magic. Name number will work speedily, right? Next point. One can pursue the occupation specified by the birth number. One can pursue the occupation specified or signified. I think that will be a better word. Signified by the birth number boldly. Boldly means with confidence you can pursue it. Example, let us say somebody is born on the 14th of a month. Let us say somebody is born in the 14th of the month. So now what is his birth number? Any one of you, what is his birth number?
5.
5.
So what you can tell is, you can confidently pursue, you can confidently proceed towards occupation signified by 5. Which graha does 5 denote? Mercury. Buddha. So what are the occupations signified by Mercury? Commission. What are the occupations signified by Mercury? Accounting. What are the occupations signified by Mercury? Mathematics, Ganitha. All these occupations, right? Agency work, partnership work, all that can be pursued by whom? Who has this birth number. But, write down the next point. But, next point, the fruits of one's work, the fruits of one's work will be given only as per the indications of the path number. Write down as I'm telling. Write down as I'm telling. Because layer by layer, I will unravel one thing to you. So, but the fruits of one's work will be given only as per the indications of the path number. Only as per the indications of the path number. So you're born on a particular date, sir. You're born on a particular date, ma'am. You can boldly pursue that job. You will be good at that job also, no doubt. But what you get as a result of that work, that will be decided as per your path number. If your path number is favorable, then good. If your path number is not favorable, you will find so many people. I enjoy this work. I'm passionate about this work, but I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get from this work. That means birth number is good. You're doing something pertaining to the birth number, but the path number is not good. What is the path number? Birth, month, year. You add it. The indications of the path number. What is this indications of this path number, sir? That will come. As of now, you just write. The indications of the path number is not good. So that won't give you the results or the phala or the fruits that you need as per the work. Right? That is how it is. So let us say now the birth number indicates something. So immediately you can guide this person to this work. The path number also indicates something which is favorable. Then you can say, yes, there would be Jayam. Yes, there would be victory. That is how you should guide a person. Next. When the path number becomes lucky or is lucky, then whatever job this person pursues will be good. What do you mean by will be good? Good amount of money, good amount of wealth, good amount of recognition. Right? If it does not, then what do we do, sir? Everybody's path number is not going to indicate something favorable. We are all human beings, right? What is favorable, unfavorable, that I haven't told you. That we will get into. Don't worry. But just write. But everybody is not going to get everything favorable. So what do I do, sir? Then, when one creates a name or forms a name which is lucky, then he or she will get the yoga. That's it. That's it. That is all is numerology. Right? So you're born on a particular date, let's say 22nd of the month, 14th of the month. As per the birth date, you will be capable of something. You will have that capacity. You will have the mind, you will have the body to go about and follow something. but it is the path number which is going to direct you. So if the path number, the indications of the path number is not strong, then what will happen now? You won't be able to get something. So if the indications of the path number is not strong, so what? That is why you're attending the class. Immediately, when you get a lucky name for yourself, which corresponds to with a lucky number, then adrishta, then yoga, then goodness. So this is the way you ideally need to look at it, right? Next. So keep in mind, again, I'm repeating, again and again, I'm repeating so that the rule is internalized. Most importantly, two, tomorrow when you listen to this recording, it should be a seamless play. Seamlessly, you should record, you should listen to the recording and you should be able to revise the points. Again, you should be able to take notes, apply, teach 10, 20 people. This is the purpose, right? So keep in mind, birth number is there. Birth number indicates a profession. You can take up that profession. That will be good. You will be capable. But the phala or the fruit, the yoga associated with that will only operate as per the path number. If the path number is not favorable, so what? Immediately when you have a name that is lucky, as of now corresponding to the path number, that is what we have studied, then luck is certain. Yoga is certain. Right. Next, write down. Your birth and path number, your birth and path number is decided by your fate. Your birth and path number is decided by your fate. Can we alternate that? No. As an astrologer, I can tell you, very, very difficult. If you give dates for cesarean for 100 people, maximum 10 people, they will be able to get or make use of that date. But it's our duty. It's our profession to do that. So we have to give the date, right? So you cannot have a control, how much ever you try, over your birth number and your path number. Sir, this Wednesday, coming Wednesday, today is Friday, next Wednesday, your wife will deliver a child. You will take this advice and you will go. As you're reaching the house, the wife, the stree, the madam will have severe stomach pain. Immediately you will admit her to the hospital. Where? Friday, today. And she will deliver a child. What can you do? Can you change that date? The only change you can do is in the calendar. If it is written today, 8th of Friday, September 2023, you can tear that calendar. Just because you tear that calendar, that record is not going to erase itself. That record will be there. So maximum you can do is what? You can just tear the calendar. But the record is there. So the possibility of one going about and changing one's path and birth number is limited, very, very limited, which is the birth number and the path number, right, that one gets is Daiva Kadaksham. What is Daiva Kadaksham? It is divine grace. You need to accept it. Whatever comes from the divine, we obviously need to accept it. This is as per our fate. This is as per our karma. That is the way we need to accept it. Next, write down the next point. Having one's name number, having one's name number in accordance with birth number, comma, path number. Having one's name number, write down as I'm telling, in accordance, because note should be clean, note should be paka. Having one's name number in accordance with one's birth number, comma, path number is comparable to overcoming one's destiny is comparable to overcoming one's destiny using one's intelligence. Using one's intelligence. As I tell all students, right from the day of the Parihara course, you have your Vidhi, which is your fate. But you also have Mati, you also have intelligence. Right? You are a special creation, my respected students. Right? A humankind is considered to be one of the most, if not the most special creation of God. So you have your intelligence, you have to do something with the intelligence. So one of the ways, there are so many ways, one of the most important ways is when you select a good name, which is in accordance with your birth number, path number. So just before you told path number, now you are adding birth number. That is okay, you write as I'm telling. I will tell you what to take, when to take as we move on. Why? Because there are so many things, so many triangles, so many geometries which has to be considered when you give a name. So I'm giving you all this on purpose, right as I'm telling. So when you have a name which is in accordance with birth number or path number, then it is equal to the saying where they say Vidiye Madhyal Vellalam, which means what? You can win over your destiny using your intelligence. What is this intelligence? It is the special intelligence of the mind. The mind also has its own intelligence, my respected students. Right? So understand the logic properly. Most importantly, whatever you're writing and whatever I'm telling should be proper. So that tomorrow, when you listen back to this recording also, it should be in a flow. And you should get all the points. Tap. Oh, this is the point, this is the point, this is the point. You should revise the point and you should start teaching 10 people. Right? So your birth number, your path number, there's little that you can do in order to change it. But creating a good name for yourself, having a lucky name for yourself, everybody should do that. That is the first step that you should do for the people around you, your grandchild, your grandson, your sister's son, your brother's son, brother's daughter. This is the first step that you should do in order to go about and get a person's life functioning in a proper direction. Right? Next, we will go on to the next step. Anybody has any doubt till now? Anybody has any doubt till now? Don't ask questions out of the topic. Whatever you've written down, ask. Don't go to advanced questions also. All this will come. We are just here in day 2. There's long way to go. Don't worry. One by one, ask questions. NM640.
But there are so many logics to create a name. Means is every single point that I'm reading is I have to make sure this and this. Is there a way is easy to later on maybe you will explain is easy way to do it
As
right?
of now, I'm just giving you the rules. 1111 rule. And they are all simple rules here. They are not complicated. Is anybody else finding it complicated? Very, very simple. All the while, I'm just beating around the bush. What am I telling? Your name should be good. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it. Am I correct, Ayya?
Yes, sir, but
what is
yes,
complicated? What is complicated here, Ayya? Simple. I will sum it up in two minutes for you. What is it? You're born with a birth number. You sum up everything, you get the path number. Your birth number indicates what your body and mind. What does a path number indicate? It indicates the direction that you're going through in life. Right? What is important here? The birth number, path number will work till 25 years. After 25 years, your name will work. So having a good name is extremely important. A birth number should correspond with the path number and path number. That is a rule. In between, I'm using the word birth number also. Why? Because that will come. Because the horoscope also should be considered. In between, we studied about initial. If what is the initial used for? It is used for the father. If the sthana for the father in the horoscope is weak, 9 Bhava, Sun, Guru, either of them, initial you put it behind, you don't put it in the front. That's all. This is all that we discussed. That's all, no, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all. Yes. Manjula, ma'am.
Sir, if the birth number is not in accordance with the name number, but the path number is in accordance with name number, then after 25 years, will it not matter? How it will matter?
Ma'am, the path number, the name number is in accordance with the path number. That is what you're telling me.
Name number is accordance with path number, but
It
not
will matter.
birth number.
It will matter, ma'am. That is good. The path number is good enough. Very, very good. Right? But what matters, how do we take it? Because we have to link astrology also. We are also going to link astrology. That is the most integral pillar. That time you will get one proper answer. As of now, I'm telling path number is important because that is where the direction is as per numerology, right? Your body mind is your birth number. But later on, we also need to keep the horoscope in consideration. That will come. That clarity will come later on. Don't worry about that. Right. NM69.
Good evening, Gurudev.
Good evening. Good evening.
In our traditional Panchang, we change the bar after the sun's rise only. So say today is Sunday, so till tomorrow sunrise, it will continue to be Sunday, right?
This question has been raised here. Yeah, but the thing is very, very simple here. We are following what? We are following the English system. Am I correct here? We are taking birth details, A, B, C, D. We are talking about the dates also as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ideally, you have to consider only as per the English calendar.
Sure.
Certain places, like, when I'm explaining to you about rules, like just as we started the discussion, I was talking to you about Guru. If it is aspecting or if it is connected with Mesha in your horoscope, you will find people who are also born in the first date of the solar month, lunisolar month. All this will be there. The connection bit, when you have to connect, I will tell you. Otherwise, strictly follow with the English calendar. Because this is tried, tested, very, very simple. There's nothing beyond this. Remember, I told you in the first session itself, in this yuga, a certain yuga, something to do with the language takes over the geography, the entire geography. Something to do with, a certain kind of a practice takes over the entire geography. As of now, what is given importance? Science is given importance. English is given importance. So when it takes over, that means the influence of that is also there now. Yeah. Am I correct?
Right. Very true.
That is what we have.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Okay. That's it. If you're done, put your hands down. NM634.
Sir, this is regarding the initial. Initial which are not responding to the father name, that all those negative results what you told, will it corresponds to father in that case? Suppose
what is the initial corresponding to here?
In Andhra, it is not corresponding to the father name. It is something different. So
like
in that
what?
Case,
mostly it would be the ancestry, the ancestral village, the ancestral town.
Ancestral terms, it is related to their profession and something like that. It is.
If it is profession, leave it here. But if it is something to do with, in most of the cases, especially in Andhra Pradesh, it will be related with the village. It will be related to the town. It will be related to the panchayat. Okay. So what does that become? That becomes
place and instruments. Sometimes it is instruments which we use.
Yeah.
So it's like that, sir. In such case, all those negative effects which are affecting on father, it's not. Is it really affecting?
No, it won't affect the father. But always keep this in mind: Sun, Guru, and we are referring to the 9th bhava. Sun, Kala Purusha's 5th bhava, which indicates what? Your Purva Punya, your hereditary, your village, your towns, your development. So if Sun, Guru, or the 9th bhava are reflected, it may not impact your father. But obviously, it will actually go about and impact something to do with your development. So either ways, it is good to put the initial behind.
Okay.
Try it. Try it for 2 months and tell me. That is what I'm telling you.
Correct, sir. Understood.
That is the logic here. Okay. All right. PX912. PX912.
Sir, what if I don't use my initial at all?
That's okay, ma'am. We have not covered that, no, ma'am. Okay. If you don't use your initial, only if you use your name. You are using only your name, Rajeshwari. then it is fine. It is
Yes.
good.
Okay.
But that name should correspond with the path number, at least as per our discussion till now.
Yes. My daughter does that. She just uses her name, that's all. Total one it comes.
Right. So that one should correspond to what? It should correspond to the path number, as per our discussion till now.
Okay. She's 1 and 4.
Okay. 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 There are so many more points. All of you want the points or not? Can we go? Doubts? Any doubts?
PX12, go ahead. Yeah, go.
Yeah, madam, whoever it is. Somebody raise hands. Okay. So let's move to the next point. Let's all move to the next point. Next. Write down vehicles. Yes. All of you want a dinner break? Somebody has asked for a dinner break. Somebody wants all of you want a 15-minute dinner break? Tell yes, we can take a dinner break. One person wants a dinner break. Good. Can I have a yes from all of you?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
We will take a 15-minute dinner break.
Yes.
All of you can take a 15-minute dinner break. We will resume. Okay. Is everybody back? If somebody has a question, people who are still going on with the dinner, go ahead. Anybody has a question, you can ask questions.
I'm back, sir.
Okay. So somebody who wanted the break specifically for dinner, I hope that person is back. If that person is back, tell yes. I don't want you to be listening to me on a hungry stomach. Okay, so can we all resume?
Yes,
Can I have a
sir.
yes? So my
Yes, sir.
respected students, please understand the logic. See, logic is very, very important because what I'm speaking to you, every word, I may tell you, so this is simple, I'm just repeating something. Every word, every sentence is a 24-karat gold. You know who will understand this? Only a person who's a numerologist, practicing astrologer. They will understand, my God, I've hit a jackpot. Finally, I know how to give a proper name. Otherwise, for the student who asks, so there are so many rules. I'm filtering all the rules properly, word by word, sentence by sentence, and giving you. You just need to follow the instructions one by one by one by one by one. And as you reach the last stage, okay, final. This is how it is. Very simple. And you will be able to see real-time result. See, one student had asked this question. See, you should understand the logic here. See, initial, usually it signifies the father. Now, no, sir, in my region, it signifies the village. It signifies the occupation. Get to the chase of it. Get to the logic of it. Why is it that you're not using the name which was signified as an occupation completely with your name? It is not that it is so obvious that your ancestors did not use S, V, M, N. No, it is for your convenience, right? Because you will have a big town's name, an occupation's name, which may not be pronounced, something which cannot be pronounced well. So it is something which is created in the recent past by you. So finally, what does it signify? It signifies my ancestry. Okay, where does my ancestry come from? The fifth bhava, the sun. Okay, if the fifth bhava sun is weak in my horoscope, what should I do now? That's the reason I told you. You will find many government servants. You'll find many IAS officers. They will put the initial behind. Why? Because one, they would inevitably know that. They would consult some people. And why do you need to do that? See, in bureaucracy, you need a lot of adaptability. You have to depend on other people, right? So in order to make the sailing smooth, this is what is done, right? So this is the logic behind it. Anybody has any question before we go ahead? Anybody? So please take the notes, right? Okay, right now for vehicles. For vehicles. Again, simple way from today onwards itself, you can guide yourself and you can guide others and you'll be surprised. While buying vehicles, while buying vehicles, it's good to have numbers. It's good to have numbers in ascending order. In ascending order. Let me just connect the iPad to Mac so that'll be easy. Did all of you hear the recording sound when I started recording? I just hope it's being recorded.
Yes, sir.
So you write down the rule first. While giving names, sorry, while buying a vehicle, it is good to have numbers in ascending order. See, now you will have the vehicle number. Before the vehicle number, you will have the letters as well. Like for example, Tamil Nadu, it will be TN, Kerala, KL, likewise. So leave that as of now. Leave that. Don't get into that because that is common. I'm not telling you not to add all of that, but I'm telling you what is more important. Or I'm telling you what is more than sufficient. So you will have a number like TN, then the district, leave that, let us say 72, 71, whatever. What is your number, the number that is assigned to you? That should be in an ascending order. This is 1. Okay, I will give you an example. Don't worry. So you don't take the TN. Let's say you belong to a different state. Let's say you belong to Delhi, DL, if it is DL in Delhi, Gujarat, GJ. Leave that for a moment. Then the district. Leave that also. The number which is given. That is something that you need to take. And you see if it is in an ascending order, moving upwards, right? Or when you divide the number into 2 portions, when you divide the numbers into 2 portions, right? The second portion should be ascending. Write it down. When you divide the numbers into 2 portions, the second portion should be in an ascending order. That's all. This is all that you need to keep in mind while selecting vehicle numbers. Otherwise, it will be too confusing. You won't be able to come with names and you won't be able to come with numbers. You won't be able to select a proper number. Now, let me give you an example here. Right? Let's discuss both the examples. Let's say 9808. So from 9, how is it? Is it going in an ascending order or is it going in a descending order?
Descending.
So does it actually qualify for rule number 1?
No.
No.
So this should not come. Okay. Now, if I have to break this into 2, the second half, is it in an ascending? Is it higher than 98 or is it lesser than 98? 0898.
Less than.
So can we take this for the second rule?
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah, the second half should be in an ascending. It should be more than the first. So it's 08 more than 98?
No.
No.
So you cannot take that. Right? Okay. Let's take another example. 2118. How is this?
No.
2118. 2118. This is also no or yes? It's just okay.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Now 2118. Now is it okay?
No.
No.
It is smallest.
No, sir.
Right. So next 9808. This is something that we already discussed. Okay. Now I will give you one example now. All of you go on mute. When you all listen to the recording, it will only be inconvenient for all of you. 1, 3, 4, 8. 1, 3, 4, 8. How is this? 1.
Good. Right.
Ascending 3,
Good.
ascending 4, ascending 8. Good? Okay. Now, let us divide this into 2. How is it? 1, 3, 4, 8.
It's good.
Good. Right.
Yeah, it's more than 13. 48 is more than 13.
This is the simple logic. Is it easy? Is it complicated, Aya? Very simple, no? Aya?
Yes,
Very,
sir.
very simple. Very, very simple. But the thing is, you need to take the notes and you need to keep it and just apply it a few times, right? So, 1, either the numbers should move in an ascending order, or at least when you segregate the number or divide the number into two portions, obviously, the second portion should be higher than the first portion. Now, if both of them come, very, very good. But see, all of us cannot see, people like me, we cannot afford fancy numbers, right? Everybody cannot get fancy numbers. You have to only select the numbers that you have. So in that case, either of the two should be matching, not both the two. Either of the two is also matching good. If both of them are matching, well and good. This is all that you need to keep in mind while selecting the number. Of course, the total number, if it comes as a favorable number, that is secondary, that we will move into that. But this much, if you keep itself, there will be no problem associated with vehicles. Write down. Write down. Anybody has a clarity on this point? Needs a clarity on this point? Hope not. I'm just moving on to the next point. In a Jataka, in a horoscope, in a horoscope, when moon is in his own nakshatra, when moon is in his own nakshatra, or if moon is getting into his own sign, which is in Karaka Rashi, or if moon is exalted in one's horoscope, they will naturally get number 2 as the vehicle number. 2, counts of 2, 2, 20, all these numbers will come to them. If you add everything together, that will also come as 2. Right? Next. Anybody wants to share, they can share. You raise your hands before you share. Moon exalted in the horoscope. Moon is in his own sign, which is what? Rishabha Rashi. Moon in his own nakshatra. Inevitably, you will be having 2, total 2, that will be coming to you as a vehicle number. So number is already decided. Now in that you have to select. That's all. Okay. One person wants to share. Go ahead. Somebody wants to share. Okay. Next.
Hello.
Yes, Aya. Go
Sir,
ahead.
I
Aya.
know Harsha Nakshatra native, and his what do you call, his vehicle totals to 2.
2. How is it, Aya? Good.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
numbers determine what vehicle number also is going to come to you. In that, at least you need to make the best choice. That is what you call as mati. That is what you call as your intelligence. Do you get it, Aya? So 2 is going to come to you.
Yes.
At least you choose that 2 in an ascending order. At least when you segregate that number, you at least break that number. The second portion should be higher. This is how you play around, or you actually go about and create positiveness for you. NM23, is that NM23 you asked the question, or next? If NM23 is done,
Yeah.
put down your hand.
No. Like for me, moon is exalted and my vehicle number is 2. Like
How is it, Aya? How is it? How is it? How is the rule?
it just happened naturally. Yeah.
Naturally, you didn't do anything.
All of my vehicles. Yeah, all of my vehicles. If you add, it will be 11 or just what is it, like 2. Anything that comes with 2.
See?
Mostly it is 11, 1, 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2.
See, how is it? How is the rule?
Yeah,
How's it?
yeah, it's extraordinary actually. Yeah, it's stunning. Yeah.
Good. NM6.
Thank you.
NM655. Thank you. NM655.
Sir, my husband is Kataka. So his
Okay.
car number, it came automatically as a 209 in Oman.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it's absolutely right.
So yeah, Karakarashi. Sorry, Rishabha, where moon gets exalted. If I had actually some correction needed. Good. NM6. Sorry, PAX 98.
Vanakkam
Vanakkam.
I have moon in Rishabha Rashi. And the total is 7. It's not 2.
Okay. Yeah. Some cases it is. See if it is getting into a Tithi Shoonya. See, the other points are there, no?
Okay.
So if you're getting 7th, no, if you're getting number 7, now you should think, you should apply the logic. Why is it that I'm getting 7? Is my 7th bhava strong? Is my 7th bhava exalted? What is there in my 7th bhava which is making me get the numbers? How is Tula Rashi in my horoscope? How is Shukra in my horoscope? Like this you should go.
Oh, yes. Shukra is exalted.
How is it? Can I have a applause? Can I have a clap from you?
Yes.
That's how it is. Logic, catch hold of the logic. Moon is exalted, it's not giving a number 2. Why? The other person is telling, I don't go for that number itself, that number is coming to me. Why for him? Why not for you? What is happening to Moon? Check Moon. Where is he? Like this, you can be able to find. Right? Okay. Next, we will proceed. When in a horoscope, in one person's horoscope, when the Lagna Lord is Bala, which means he is strong, or Sun is getting into a Bala, which means he is strong. What is strong for people who don't know astrology? Either in his own sign, exalted, or 5, 9, 11. All of this is strength. In his own nakshatra, all of this is strength, aspected by a Shubha Graha like Guru. Right? That's all. Very simple. It's not complicated. Right? This is strength. Right? Then, in a horoscope, when the Lagna Lord is getting into a Bala, Sun is getting into a Bala, Mars is getting into a Bala, then what number will come? Which number will come? All of you. Which number will come? Ma'am, 8.
1. 1, sir.
1 will keep repeating itself. 9 to a certain extent. 1 will keep repeating. 9 also will come, but 1. Mostly it will be 1. Lagna, man, 1. Sun, 1. Right? So here, grahas determine your vehicle numbers also. Forget about the other aspects of life. So if grahas determine everything, what should we do, sir? In that determination, you have to choose what is best for you. That is why you're a human being with the best of intelligence. You have the best of software that God has designed. That's how it is. Right? Let us say one person. Okay? His vehicle number is 2989. 2989. What do you think in his horoscope will be a Bala? All of you add 2 plus 9.
11.
9 plus 8 plus 9. What is it?
1.
So which will be strong in his horoscope?
Sun.
In his Lagna itself, Sun is there. Mars is getting into his own sign. So all this is something that all of you should know. Why is this number coming? Or what is the number I should give to this person? What is the number which is suitable for him? At the same time, you don't have to confuse yourself. Simple steps. Easy steps I'm giving you. What is the step? Simple, sir. Number should be in an ascending order. Good. This is something that not everybody can have. Not everybody can have ascending order numbers. It's difficult. Okay, fine. Leave that. If I'm not getting that, at least from the list of numbers in the RTO office, they will give you, the list of numbers. In that list of numbers, I'm dividing this two portions. The second portion should be higher than the first portion. That's all. Simple. Select the vehicle. Immediately, it will actually go about and give good. Okay. Now again, the question can be, you have to write down this. What if both the number is not in an ascending order and the second portion of the number, the second half, like how we divided here, right? Here it is good. If the second portion is also not in an ascending order, somebody has bought a vehicle like that. Now, what can you do? You cannot tell, do something, no? So you have to also give them the prediction. Or when you see the vehicle, or when a customer is coming to you, or a family member is coming to you, you should be able to predict using the vehicle number itself. Immediately, you should tell them to be careful pertaining to their vehicle. They should keep their vehicle carefully. Write down. They should not give their vehicle to other people. They should not give their vehicle to other people. They should lock their vehicle and keep properly. They should lock their vehicle and keep properly. They should not give the vehicle to unknown people. They should not give the vehicle to unknown people. They should not keep the vehicle unlocked. They should not keep the vehicle unlocked. Why? Basically, they should be careful about vehicles. Why? In most of the cases, they will lose the key. All of you, one by one, if you want, you can share. They will lose the key and the lock has to be broken for the vehicle. They will lose the key and the lock will have to be broken for the vehicle. One group will say, yes, sir, we had to break open the lock. The other group will say, sir, my vehicle does not have a lock itself. That is another category, another group of people. One more category will say, sir, they broke the lock and they stole the vehicle. How many of you? Any one of you? Does anybody want to share? Both. This is also not ascending. That is also like that. So, okay. Now, another doubt can be, sir, there are no three numbers, right? So there are no four numbers like this, but there are three numbers, right? So if there are three numbers, then you have no options. You have to only look at it in an ascending order. So let's say some 5, 6, 1. So this has to be in an ascending order only, the way you can actually go about and look at, right? So here, let's say somebody has a number like 651. So is it matching? No, it is not matching. So this is how it is. You should look at the number in an ascending order, or most of the cases, that is not something that you can choose easily. So at least you make sure this is there. And this is more than efficient. This is more than sufficient. Again, if both of them are not matching, 100% you will lose the key to the vehicle, or there will be problem pertaining to the lock of the vehicle, right? That is how it is. Now the question is, sir, it is even 666, 999. That is different. For that, it is just the same. So that won't create any problem, nor will it actually create any progress. It is steady. It is simple. Right? Next. So this is done with vehicle. This is all that we have to know as far as something to do with vehicle is concerned. Next. In your name number, which is the letters, which make your name. If number 1 comes many times, if number 1 comes many times, A, I, repeatedly it is coming in the name, right? In the name number, when number 1 comes many times, in bracket, put it as more than 3 times. They will have leadership quality. They will have leadership quality, will be authoritative, and will also be arrogant. See, arrogant means what? Don't literally take the word arrogant. Sun is the king. Number 1 is Sun. He's the king. So king will have pride. Whatever is there, he will be blunt about it. That is what we mean by arrogance. Next, write down along with this, it is a core rule. The influence of Mercury, the influence of Mercury or Buddha, which is number 5, has to come evenly in this name. The influence of Buddha or Mercury has to evenly come in his name. What do we mean by evenly? If 1 is coming 3 times, then 5 should also come 3 times. If 1 is coming 2 times, 5 should also come 2 times. Next, write down name numbers dominated by Sun and Mercury. Name numbers dominated by Sun and Mercury are considered to be fortunate. Which means what? There you have to put authority, you will put authority. Where you have to be adaptable, you will be adaptable. This is a wonderful combination, right? Next. When giving names, avoid name numbers which come to number 8. Number 8, name numbers you should not give. See, all that is being shared to you is pure experience. See, there are great teachers in numerology. There are great teachers in astrology. All of them are doing their own job in wonderful ways. But what is shared here is based on experience. So, as much as possible, if somebody is coming to you and they want to change their name or they want you to actually go about and give a name, avoid name numbers which come to a total of 8. Okay. Now, there can be people who already have name numbers in 8. So what can you tell them? Those who have name numbers in 8, if you add up all, it will come as 8. Right? They will be away from their family, relative. They will be away from their family and relative. Those who have name numbers in 8. And will progress in foreign land or distant land. And will progress in foreign land or distant land. In this, it can make the life filled with struggle, especially personal life. Personal life will be full of struggle. Just a minute. Can you hear me now? Okay. So, name number 8, struggle as far as life is concerned in the form of personal life, family life. So you should not assign. So as much as possible, you should avoid giving names which come to 8. Okay, now somebody has already given a name number 8. This is what you at least need to tell as a phala. Next. Name number coming as 7. Name numbers that comes as 7. 7 means what? 34, right? Name number comes as 34, 3 plus 4, 7, right? That also, what it does is, it will separate them from their family, or they will keep separating from the family. From time to time, there will be separation from the family. So family means what? Husband, wife, father, children. This separation will be there. So here I again repeat, the name also should not come in 7. After adding the initial also, it should not come in 7. So this is important. Those who have name number as 7, next point. Those who have name number as 7, many of them are leading a separated life. That separation is there. Separation does not always mean literal separation. Wife is not talking, husband is not talking. Wife is not bothered, husband is not bothered. Wife is working somewhere, husband is working somewhere, like this. It is suitable for spirituality or sannyasa. It is suitable for spirituality or sannyasa. Name number 7 is dominated by Ketu. Next, right. Those who have name number as 8. Those who have name number as 8. What does 8 signify? It signifies Shanishwaran, Shani Bhagavan. And if in their horoscope, Shani is in his own sign, or if he is exalted, they will get great luck. They will get great success in a foreign land. See, foreign land means immediately you should not go to America, immediately you should not go to Australia. Foreign land is that only. Distant land, Dura Desha is Shani. So according to one's capability, farther he travels, big luck will come seeking them, as long as what? Shani should be in his own sign, Makara Kumbha, or exalted. This is the logic. Once they go there, they will attain great success in those places. They will reach the peak of their success. They will reach the peak of their success. Once they attain the title of grandfather, grandmother. So which university do you get this title from? Which university will you get this title from? Once you get grandchildren, you will become a grandfather. You will become a grandmother. So the moment those who have Shani strong in the horoscope and they have name numbers as 8, they will attain success in a distant land. The next level, that next peak to that success will come the moment they become grandparents, right? So there will be one luck. Once they become these grandparents, suddenly one more increase will be there. One big increase will be there, right? So this is for people who have name numbers corresponding to Saturn, who have Saturn getting into a Bala in the horoscope. Next, number 7 is ruled by Ketu. Don't think I'm repeating the point again and again. You just write as I'm telling. One is every point I'm telling has a logic. And the more and more you write again and again, the more and more the points will be registered. Most importantly, it will be useful for you to teach 100 people, 1,000 people. Your capacity and all is big. I know all of you. 1,000 people only minimum you all should be teaching. Right? The number 7 is ruled by Ketu. Write down as I'm telling. Right? Here, cinema, films, number 7 gives huge victory in cinema and films. Write down. I will give you some of the names of Tamil movies. All of you can write down one by one. Some of the Tamil movies I will share. People in Tamil Nadu, of course, I am not very well acquainted with films. If you also know, you add. Along with us, people in the northern part of India also, logic. Once you understand the logic, you also share North Indian movies. Because Ketu is connected to what? Success in cinema. Some of the movies in Tamil. 16 vayadinile, that means 16 years. It is big hit. Varisham 16, that is another movie. Sondam 16, another movie. Anda 7 natkal, those 7 days, that is one movie. And some of these movies were made by one famous director, and they were recreated, I think, in Hindi. So I'm sure they should be having the same names. Yeram Arivu, Seventh Sense, there was a movie. Anjal Patti 520, which means letterbox 520, postbox 520 or letterbox 520. Ragasya Police 115. 7G Rainbow Colony. 7 Malai. 7வது மனிதன். Anjal Petti 520, I think it's a movie by a very famous veteran actor called Shivaji Ganeshan. Sir, does it mean all these rules that you're teaching is only going to apply for people who are in the southern part of India, especially Tamil Nadu? No. Rule is a rule. It will apply everywhere. Which is number 7. Can you just think of, one famous movie, series of movies? Anybody can tell me in a foreign language. Very easy.
007.
James Bond 007.
James Bond 007.
Okay. All you people in the northern part of India, who is the big superhero in the northern part of India? Who's big super? What do all of you call him?
Shah Rukh Khan. Amitabh Bachchan.
King Khan.
SRK. What is SRK?
Shah Rukh Khan.
SRK. If you actually add, what do you get, ma'am? Ma'am?
327. Yes. 7.
So immediately, see, I'm giving you the logic. Using that logic, you can come up with so many things. Of course, my knowledge of... Yeah, anybody wants to share?
Kamala Hassan also is number 7.
Kamala Hassan is also number 7. No, North Indians, people in the northern part of India, do you have some movie names? There will be 7. There'll be some 7. You need to do your research. See, my knowledge is limited to Tamil and English. So people, you all can research because, if you're going to tell the same thing which I'm going to tell, of course, follow it to the T. You should also add more and more. Ma'am? Is there a movie?
Oh, Sadin, there was one. वो 7 दिन was there.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Okay. So immediately you should come to a conclusion here. See, how many years does Rahu Dasha have as per the Vimshotri? 18 years. How many years does Ketu have as per the Vimshotri, Ketu Bhagavan? 7 years.
7.
18 plus 7, what do you get? 25. Rahu Ketu
25 and again
reverse.
7.
Yeah, 7. Rahu Ketu itself means reverse, right? In many cinema, in many feature films, you call it South Indian, North Indian, whatever, there will be one flashback scene. In that flashback scene, somebody will tell 25 years before. Does anybody remember? One movie, inevitably all of you would remember. 25 years ago, before one flashback will start. Why is it not 10 years before? Why is it not 2 years before? Why many a times they say 25 years before? Immediately one flashback will start. So 25, 7 will be related, connected with the movie industry. And number 7 gives luck, especially when it comes to the movie industry. Okay. Now, let's come to the next heading. The next heading, what you're going to do is write the birth number. You put the heading as birth number or path number. And what you're going to do is we're going to write the lucky dates, favorable dates, lucky color, and lucky stone for all of them. Now, this is not, many of the points is not connected with one astrology, because there is always certain things which are individual to numerology. That is point number 1. Point number 2, it is not another run-of-the-mill numerology course. There has to be a difference here. So, difference comes when you keep updating yourself. The more and more you update yourself as an astrologer, the more and more I get to share with all of you, right? So, write down as I'm telling, right? So, for number 1, first write the heading. First, heading, lucky dates, favorable dates, lucky color, lucky stone, right? So, number 1. So, those who have birth number, those who have birth number or path number as 1. The lucky date, the date in which they can start things is 1, 10, 10th of the month, 19th, 28th, 28. All of them will work. Basically, what is the logic here? If you add, number 1 will come. Next, below that, favorable date. See, first is lucky date, next is favorable date. Both of them, they will give a result. It is not that, you know what, if you choose a favorable date, it won't give result. That will also give result. Favorable date for whom? Number 1. 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st. Right. So you put a proper heading. You can just put a proper heading like this. Right. Birth, path, 1. Right. Then you can put lucky date, favorable, right? You put 1, right? Like this, you can go on. Okay. This is for number 1. So for those who are born on the 1st, 19th, or if the path number comes to 1, 19, right? Number 1, it comes to 1, basically. They can choose 1 or 4. Next. Lucky stone for whom? Number 1. Ruby. Ruby or yellow sapphire. Now don't immediately jump. Sir, yellow sapphire is Guru. Yes, all of that is known. For numerology, there is one root. You should also know this root. So tomorrow when you're prescribing, just using birth and path, once you're complete with the course, you should be able to give a set of lucky dates, lucky stones, and lucky color. So, lucky color, golden color, sky blue, yellow. Color is extremely important. In China, they follow color therapy a lot. There's also something called as chromotherapy, right? So color is important. All of you written, can I go to number 2? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, which means those who are born on 2nd, those are born with the path also as 2, those are born on the 28th, right? Next. Lucky date, it is 2, number 2, 2nd, 20th. They can begin their activities then. Favorable date, 7, 16th, 25th, like this they can begin. Lucky color, white. Lucky stone, moonstone or pearl, For those who have 3 as a date or path. Lucky date, 12th, 3rd, 21st, 30th. Basically, you add, you get 3. Favorable date. So you should have 2 options. 9, 18, 27th. Just the count of 9. Lucky color, orange, rose color. What is rose? Rose is half red, half magenta. Rose, orange, rose color. Lucky stone, yellow sapphire, amethyst. All of you keep writing. See, the more and more you write, let us say you have some documentation work pending. You have some property documentation work pending. That will get sorted out. Let us say you're a person who is unable to develop or muster courage to face something. You will develop courage. The more you write things pertaining to the 3rd bhava, your courage, documentation, commission. In fact, your uba ayul. Why? Because the 8th is the 3rd bhava. You will have ayul vritti. For people in the northern part of India, you write as vriddhi. As you keep writing, your fame will increase. Especially, you know what, if you're sitting idle at home, if you're under a depressed state of mind, when you're learning something, tell the teacher, sir, we don't want all this PDF. You tell, we will write. As you keep writing, you will become famous slowly and steadily. 3rd, obviously opposite to the 3rd, you have the 9th bhava. Right? The more and more you write and learn, you will get the grace, the gadaksham from Vinayaga, Ganapati. Ganapati will bless you. Right? The more and more you write, Chitragupta will bless you. So there are so much of fruits that one can derive out of writing. The more you write, the more you will get success in life. The more you write, one of your successor, you can call this a child, you can call this your grandchild. One person will become one famous auditor. One person will become one famous lawyer. So write. That is why in all the sessions I conduct, I make sure everybody should write each and every word. Why? Because it's very, 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 very important. Right. Next, you will get married also if somebody is not getting married. Why? Because Mithuna, 7th, 9th. So write. That's all. 4th, those who are born on the 4th or birth is 4th, path is 4th, right? What is the lucky date? 4, 13th, 31st. See, they say 13 is unlucky, no? Tell number 4 people to try. They will get success during 4, 13th, 31st. Favorable date, number 1, which means 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th, and try. Varna or color. Varna, color. Golden color, sky blue. Golden color, sky blue. Lucky stone, blue sapphire. Don't immediately say, sir, Gomez. No. That is where we differ from certain things which is usually recommended. The yellow sapphire should be light, blue sapphire should be light blue, not full bluish. Right? See, why I'm telling this is, see, one, you should be able to go about and prescribe even as per numerology. You should have this. Tomorrow somebody will ask, which is my lucky color? What color car I should buy? What I should paint? All this, you should have this in your hand. Number 5. Just path 5 or birth 5. Lucky date 5, 14th, 23rd. Favorable date 9. See, you see 9 repeating so many times in so many different ways. Color, sky blue, gray, golden color. Sky blue, gray, golden color. Ratna, stone, lucky stone. Diamond. All of you now don't jump, sir, emerald. No, diamond. Right. So write it properly. Again and again repeating what you have paid for this course. I'm giving you 200% guarantee you will be able to make 100 times more out of this. 100 times more out of this. Each and every one of you. And you should sincerely follow it. That's all. Make sure that everything is written properly, right? Because wherever you go, whatever you do, numerology with this much of clarity and simplification is being offered. There are great teachers. I'm not denying that. But what is the route to take based on, what practice? This is what you do. That's it. You will get the effect. Go. This is the style. This is the approach, which is simplest, which is a very, very simplistic approach, to the chase approach. And at the same time, it has depth of meaning. Only a numerologist who's practicing for some time, he will only understand this is jackpot. This is proper jackpot, right? So for people who are learning, you should know, I should make use of it. Number 6. Path birth, 6th, 15th, 24th, basically 6. Favorable 9, 18, 27. So they can begin the time. Color, dark green, blue. So you should not confuse, you should not link everything with astrology here. I will tell you when to link. Certain things are independent here. Ratna, here it is emerald. Here it is emerald. Number 7. Date is 7. Favorable date is 1. That is 1, 10, 19, 28. Favorable color, white, light green, Ratna, pearl will suit them. Number 8, path or birth. Lucky date 1. Favorable date 4. Color golden color, sky blue, ratna or stone is blue sapphire. The blue should be more dark. Number 9. Number 9. Path or birth. Lucky date 9. Favorable date 1st of the month, 19th of the month, 28th of the month. Lucky color red, blue, dark blue, light green. Ratna, coral. Now write down. I will give you time to ask doubts. Now write down. One can use the lucky dates or the favorable dates in order to begin Shubha Karyas. See, it will give you a completely new insight of handling numbers. See, when you look into the Panchanga, you will have a limitation of dates. But for you specifically, certain dates will work for you and you should try it. Only when you try it and you see the result, then you will be able to prescribe it for other people. I'm not getting the date, but this is a lucky date for me as per my path, as per my birth. I will choose. So how are the points? How is this point? Is it useful to all of you? Is it useful to all of you?
Yes,
all
sir.
of you. See, the point here is, see, you will be born on a particular date. Okay. And your path will be a particular date. Now, look at the amount of possibilities you have. Easily, you have 2 plus 2, 4 dates. So, isn't it not going to make your life even more simpler? Right? Otherwise, you will have your own constraints. Either if in my birth, I have 2 dates to choose from. In my path number also, I have 2 dates to choose from. 2 lucky dates are there. Obviously, there will be some people, they will be born on the 3rd of the month. Total also, if you add, it will come as 30. So 3, 3. But still the choice is 2. At least you have 2 choices. So this is the use of that. Right. So yes, now you can start asking me the questions. Do you have questions? Anybody has questions? I have a very important thing to share also. Any question related to the topic? NM68. NM68. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir, for number 8, the lucky number is 1. 119.
Yeah, don't confuse astrology with this. No, but why are you why are you suddenly telling 1? Why 1?
Because in every number, the lucky number is the same number. I mean, for 3 it is 3, for 4 it is 4.
For 8 it changes. For 8 it is 1.
It is changes. And sir, as you told, can we start any important work on the,
yes. That is why I'm giving you a year.
No, Bhagyank, Mulank and Bhagyank, that is the
both of them.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you.
Right. Try with small things first. Then you will get confidence. Aha, it is working. Next. Then you prescribe. NM, are you done? NM40, NM640?
Sir, I have a couple of questions, sir. First of all, you said on 9 is a red, dark blue, and light green, right? The color. Is that true, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Red, blue, dark blue, light green.
Okay. Sir, some numbers you have, the lucky number you have is like a single digit, like 8, you have 4. And like number 5,
yeah, it's not
9.
single digit. It is not single digit. It is not single digit. Yeah, I've just given it to you for a quick reference. So 4 means the date 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st. All of them you can use. Total should be 4.
Okay. So basic total will be the 4. Okay. So the other thing is, sir, the birth, either I can use a birth number or either I can use a path number, or should I have to add it together to use this chart?
Yeah, path is what you add together, no? Yeah.
Right.
Path is what you get together. That is path, no? So either birth or path. The
Right.
reason it is given to you is you have options. You will easily have 4 options now, right?
Right. So
Correct,
some people have like a, so if I have a birth number like 7 and the path number is 2, so should I use the 7 or should I use the 2?
You
Either
can
of
use
them.
both. You can use both liberally.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Yes. If you're done, put your hands down. NM6 45.
Sir, for number 8, you said 1. Is it only 1 or 1, 10, 19, 28?
Yeah, same. I'm repeating for all of you. If I've told 1, 3, it just means the dates corresponding. 1 means 1, 19, right? 28. Total is 1.
Right. Yeah, right.
Do you get it again? So if I've told 6 means 6, 15, 24th, right? Like that. Okay. NM69, is it the person or are you done?
Hello.
Yes, Aya.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aya. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. When you said about the birth number 8, you should not be giving the birth number as 8. So when the birth number is already 8, it does mean that the
name number. If
name
told
number,
birth,
sorry. It's a name number, yeah, sorry.
If I've told birth
the
number,
name
please
number-
correct me. Correct there. Correct on the recording while you're writing.
If the name number is 8, that does mean that the name itself is not in sync with the destiny number, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
ideally,
none of- for none
whatever.
of the-
Yes. And I've also
for
not
none of the
given 2.
fate number.
2. Have you seen? Observe. There's one
Yes.
student who observed.
Yes.
So all of this is done
You
on
have-
purpose.
You have not given 2 and you have not given 8. You have given 7 once only.
Yeah. So all of this is done on purpose here. This is
Right.
experiential knowledge which is being shared to you. It is not Gyan. See, many
Right.
people
So
they say
what
use
I
8.
was thinking is, sure. So what I was thinking, if the name number is not anyway in sync with the fate number, and the Shani Bhagwan is exalted in the chart, and then he'll be having the success in Dura Desha. Can we apply the same principles to the other stuffs also? Maybe we can apply it to Guru Bhagwan if the name is not, if the name number is not synced with the fate number.
This is just for Shani. This is just for Shani.
Okay.
See, ideally,
So
what
that
did
is
I tell? Yes, ideally, what did I tell? Should try your best not to give name numbers an 8. What happens if you gave name numbers an 8? Ideally, there would be struggles in one's life. Difficulties will be there. Away from the family, away from home will be there. Okay, if somebody has a name number, this is what the prediction at least should be. Okay, if somebody has a name number and Shani is good in the horoscope, then distant land, they will definitely get success. One highlight success will be waiting them once they become grandparents.
Right.
It's a logic. Right.
Got it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, the lucky numbers and favorable numbers, those are also, the name number, right?
How? No. This is for date and path. That's all. We are not using the name number.
Date and path. Okay.
Which date you are born in, which is the path number. For that, I'm sharing the lucky dates, favorable dates, lucky stone, favorable color. Don't confuse this with the name number.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Thank you.
NM69. NM69. NM64.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I can
Hello.
hear you. You can hear me. I hope you
Sir,
can hear
good
me.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir, among the path numbers, among the dates which you mentioned, both the dates as well as the favorable, in none of the dates you have mentioned number 8 anywhere.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason, or is it a bad date?
See, Shani is what? Shani is delay. Shanishwaran is obstruction. So everything is given to you based on experience. You should avoid that as much as possible.
Okay, sir.
Shanishwaran
Okay.
is there to
And
bless
sir,
us in so many other ways, but when it comes to starting something, will you want to finish something correctly, quickly, right? So obviously that can be avoided.
True, sir. And okay, and sir, can you please tell the colors for number 9, please? The birth or path number 9, the colors.
The color, somebody just asked, no? Red.
Yes.
Blue, dark blue.
Number 9, red.
Yes, yes, sir. Blue, dark blue, and light green.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody has any question? Anybody has any doubt? See, don't confuse this with the astrology that you've learned in many other places also, because, many cases they say this graha is not favorable to that graha. Throughout the sessions also, I've never told this graha is not favorable to that graha, right? Have I ever told this graha is not favorable to that graha? No. Every graha is favorable to each other, but what we need to keep in mind is certain rules in numerology, they are distinct. That is one. And through the course of study of numerology that we are pursuing, again, from that numerology that is followed elsewhere also, it is distinct. See, it is distinct. That's the reason you are coming and seeking me. That's the reason you are learning with me. If it was common, then, why should you even come to me? You could have just referred to some books and you could have followed. So there's a difference, and this is purely based on experiential knowledge. Like, for example, Mercury is emerald, 5 is emerald, 6, which is Shukra, is diamond. Yeah, that is traditional. That is known. But this works in a different light from a new root altogether. You can just take it as a root of numerology, right? So this is the point. And the point of giving you lucky dates is you should be able to alternate between choices. You should not be stuck up with a certain set of choices, because date itself is giving you a set of 2 numbers. Path itself is giving you a set of 2 numbers. So you should be able to alternate between that, and that is the way you should do. Right? This is one part. Some people can ask this question, see, my name, I have 2 names. As per the government record, it is 1 name. People call me by the other name. I've given you this logic that, the name which is called, the name which is repeated, it is the vibration, it is the sound wave, it is the wavelength, it is the frequency, whatever scientific word you want to use for it, not that, everything has to come in par or everything has to satiate upon the rules of sciences. Grahas, they emit their radiation from the sun, the rays from the sun. Letters have their independent frequency. Sound has its own frequency. So the moment somebody keeps calling you a particular name, it is that name which takes value, irrespective of whether you get it registered in a gazetted or whatever. So the effort should be made in order to make sure that 1, you have a conducive name. 2, repeat it. If somebody is not repeating it, at least you write it regularly and you repeat it. Right? Again, friendly number did not come 2 for the first thing. That is also given for a reason. 8 not given. That is also given for a reason. Again, for people, those who have Sthira Lagna, it is good to actually add the initial behind rather than in the front. See, whatever you're learning, 50% of it may be old, but 50% is brand new, because astrology, numerology, everything needs an update. You need to reboot the system from time to time. And updation can only happen through practice, through experience. And every day, even if I actually get some information, knowledge, which can be applied and which is applied aptly and where there are results found, I make sure that I share it immediately with all of you. That is my nature. So everything is given to you with the best possible, with the most altruist intention. So make use of it. But please don't go advanced, because we are just in second day. There's so much to cover. So as you go step by step, you will you will be introduced to a marvelous, marvelous journey where you never imagined that certain things could be predicted, taken, given, assigned, bettered upon in certain ways. One of that I will give you right away itself, which so many of you will be benefited right from today itself, right? The reason I'm taking you through a step-by-step process is because only when you go step by step, you will know that you are learning something properly. If it's haphazard, nothing. It will just be, vomiting out something. So in order to avoid confusion, I'm taking you through a step-by-step process. All that you need to do is just follow me. That's it. Right? Again, so don't use this thing like, Shani is 8, Sun is 1, both of them are enemies. No. In numerology, there is a certain set of independent rules. That is also something. But numbers are beautifully connected with Navagrahas. That is also another thing. I will tell you when to connect, what to connect. Obviously, you take everything from me. From that, do your research and you create your new work. That is your work. So that is something that I have no say on. But first, you make sure that you gather as much of knowledge, gather as much of whatever I'm teaching to the T. That's very, very important. Again, vehicle number, I'm sure from today itself, all of you will be very, very clear. Otherwise, there's so much of confusion. So you can take TN, 72, 73, 77, whatever you want. That total also you can take. But primary importance, the most amount of importance should just be given to the number. Is it ascending? Is it descending? Most likely you won't get those type of numbers. Okay, I'm dividing it into 2. At least the second half should be good. That's it. You just try it and you let me know. And for people who have, number is also descending. If I break this into 2 also, the last portion is descending. You tell me, where have you lost your keys? What has happened to your vehicle? There will be one story after the other story. Or what happened to that vehicle? Are you able to make use of the vehicle? You will have stories to tell. Right? And since we covered about stones, now we are going to get into a fascinating way, a simple way, a easy, effective way, because it's tried, it's tested. Everything that is shared is tested. Only then it is shared with you, right? So you can write down, but just before that, let me just fill some water and come. Before I go, does anybody have any question? Anybody, any question? Aya? NM640.
How Ketu is connected to movies?
Ma'am, Ketu itself means reverse, no ma'am. Rahu Ketu itself means reverse. Somewhere Ketu and movies go hand in hand. They give luck in movies, ma'am. It's based on experiential knowledge. This is what is seen throughout. I've given you a list of movies in Tamil. You see in foreign languages also. The number 7 born people, 7, that will always give something to do with luck in the movie. 7, what it does to family life, that I don't have to tell you. You will see multitudes of examples. But when it comes to movies, both Rahu Ketu, they contribute, especially number 7 from a numerology standpoint of view, contributes to movies. This is based on experience.
Okay.
Sir, this 7, you are telling that is a name number or?
Name number, people those are born in 7 also, a person, a gentleman, one of our student had given a name of a popular actor in the southern part of India.
Okay, sir. And this film, does it mean that the film editing part or video editing or acting?
Absolutely, yes. Every department here.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Every department.
Means editing by software and all, they all comes in this number.
If it was an astrology course, I would have specified that. But it's a numerology course, everything is covered in films. But editing as such, what do you do in editing? You just cut, no? Cut, paste, cut, paste. That is the act of Ketu only. Definitely.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
You can definitely encourage them.
Sir?
Yes,
sir, number 7, I wrote lucky date only 7. No, I have to write 16 and 25 also?
Yes, ma'am, I've repeated that. 16, all, if I've given one numerical, it's like total 7.
Okay.
7, 16, 25. Right? I hope all of you are clear on that part.
The date is only 1.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And sir, all the numbers that we are dealing with, this is according to the English calendar, right?
Again and again, I repeat, only English calendar.
Okay, sir.
Because this is where the scope of testing has happened.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
when you
I
give your birth
understood.
detail
Okay,
also,
okay.
when you give your birth detail
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
do you tell 5 o'clock I was born? Immediately 5 o'clock, if it is Monday, they will take Monday. No, will they take Sunday if it is sun has not risen? Nobody is doing that now. No, yeah. So there is some
Okay, okay, sir.
common trend. Do you get it, Aya?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yes.
we
Thank you.
are taken over by the trend. That is how it is. Am I correct, Aya?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, I have a couple of questions. Sir, one is you mentioned those two numbers should not be added to the name number. Which are those? One is a 8. Which one is another one?
7.
8 or 7. Okay. So another question I had is you mentioned that these numbers that 8 and 7 usually if somebody already have in their path or in the birth number, how we should eliminate that. I mean, how we can fix it, that part.
That will come now, yeah. How we can fix, how we can consider the grahas. We have so much to go here. So much to go. That's why I told no advanced questions. One by one, I will teach you how to polish. I will teach you how to sculpture. And it will be very easy. You are telling it's difficult. Any numerologist sitting here, any astrologer sitting here, they will know, my God, he has simplified the entire process. Beyond this, it cannot get simple. Simple method,
Sir,
simple tool.
So number 7 can do a photography or blogging. That will work also?
Yes, it will work. Anything to do with media will work for them. Aya, haven't you gone through the Graha Karakatwa class? In the Graha Karakatwa class, I mentioned Ketu, what it signifies, stitching, knitting, photography, all that would have come there. Right?
So I just said I bought it, but I haven't yet gone. I just bought it.
Right. Okay. NM 655. NM 655. And for God's sake, don't use the word bought it. I'm not here to sell you things. This is not done with some motive to do a business activity. Tell I've gotten access to it, or tell you have given a dakshana for it. In fact, I tell students also, you don't even have to pay me. I will give you the TTD Hundi. Many of you I share, no? You put the money there also. I have no issues. No buying, selling business here. Okay. Right. Any other question? Anybody has a question? Hope all of you are clear. Even one small doubt, you ask me. Don't go with.
Sir, just wanted to confirm that means whoever is under number 7, so that means all the Karakatwas of Ketu will be, supported by them, or it will be favorable. The activities related to
the
like
body
Ketu.
and mind. The body and mind will be signified by Ketu. 1. 2. They can take up activities pertaining to Ketu in the form of profession. Good. But ultimately, the result will come owing to the path number.
Path number. Okay, sir.
So if the path number is not favorable, then they cannot. Then they can do editing. They won't succeed in editing. This is the whole concept. What is this favorable path number? All that we will come. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Okay.
NM6. NM64.
Sir, thank you. Sir, just to ask you, sir, if when we have the path number with the amount of information which you shared, if the path number which I'm having and my name number, which I'm able to calculate right now, and I find both of them are not syncing, and then if I do my government documents, I'm not able to change because we have quite a few documents, mark list, and all those things. So in case I change my name in the small events where I write my name, or in the social handles which I use.
Yes.
You say there will be a difference, you say, isn't it?
Something is better than nothing.
True, sir. Okay.
What I'm telling is, even if you change in your gazette, even if you change in all your passports or your visa documents or wherever, I don't know where. Irrespective of that, if nobody is addressing you by that name, no use. You don't change it anywhere, but
Right.
still people address you. You know, you have these big
Uh-huh.
cinema stars. Their real names are something else.
Uh-huh.
They don't have the real names. In fact, even in their gazette, they wouldn't have changed their names. It's obvious, right? A cinema star who has
Okay.
a cinema
Okay.
name, in their passport and
Okay.
driving license, it will be their original name. But it is the name that people
True,
keep
sir.
uttering again and again and again and again and again. That creates a vibration and they become famous.
Okay, sir. Okay. 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 Thank you.
So logic, just catch all to the logic. For children, obviously, when they're starting, it's always good to start like this because it's good. So this is for you being astrologers and guiding other people also, right? A numerologist one. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. Just give me one more person raised his hands. NM64. NM64.
So that's a mistake. Sorry.
Okay.
That's a mistake. Sorry, sir.
Just give me a minute. Okay, now put the heading as, since we discussed about Ratna or gemstones, what I would be doing is, from an astrological perspective also, there's a lot of confusion, right, from time to time. People have this view, do gemstones really work? Some people say gemstones work. Some people say gemstones, no, it is not working out. How do we select the gemstones? Is there an easy way to select gemstones, right? So from today onwards, you will have a clear-cut idea. There's just an additional topic that I'm covering so that it can benefit all of you, right? Write down the heading as using gemstones. Using gemstones. Right? Using gemstones. Gemstones, in bracket, both precious and semi-precious. They absorb radiation. They absorb radiation. Where do they absorb the rays or the light from? Obviously from the graha. Where do the grahas take in the light from? They obviously take in from Surya Bhagavan. They absorb radiation and then they re-emit or reflect the radiation. Right? Each stone has a specific ray, specific radiation, specific wavelength, and a corresponding color. As a corresponding color. Each gemstone has a specific corresponding color. Each stone takes the radiation in the form of colors, waves, and reflects it back. So the most important thing that you need to keep in mind, especially when it comes to gemstones, and look into the efficacy of it or why it is not effective, that is something to do with the reflection. In the olden ages, our ancestors, great rishis, Siddha Purushas used gemstones as malas, and they also used it as bhasmas. Bhasma means what? Powder them. for the purpose of healing or medicine. So it's not normal, okay? It's not ordinary. It's a big thing. So there is a lot of effectiveness associated with it. They used it as malas, they used it as rings, they used it as bhasmas to treat ailment. So it is a very important component of medicine, right? All this used to be done long time ago. And this has been stated in books. Astrologers before us have also elaborated on that. Gemstones gives result as per one's thought. Write down. Gemstone, all of this, right? As per one's thought, gemstone will give result. Gemstones will give you what you ask for, like a genie. Like a genie. You know, you have the genie, Alauddin in Arpuda Valakku. What is that? He will just rub the, what is that called? Valakku, the lamp. Suddenly a genie will appear. My master, what do you want? Exactly like that, my respected students, gemstones work. But there is a way to handle them. There is a way to select them. Those who have weak self-esteem, those who have weak self-esteem, those who have contradictory speech, you know, they keep contradicting. What will happen? How will this happen? How can that happen? Should not wear gemstones. Should not wear gemstones. Next. In a horoscope, the 5th or the 9th bhava, when they are strong in a horoscope, when the 5th or the 9th bhava, when they are strong, they will be, whoever is strong, they will be able to control all the grahas. See, in a horoscope, either the 5th bhava should be strong or the 9th bhava should be strong. If the 5th bhava, the 9th bhava is strong, the strength of that itself is enough in order to go about and handle the entire horoscope. And this is what astrologers do. This is what astrologers should do. For every horoscope, you cannot go and talk so much. Immediately when you get a horoscope, this is where your eye should go on. Right? If one gets married, so you have the Yoga Adhipati and the Panchama Adhipati, right? If in the right time, one gets married, has land or property, begets children, gets wealth, is self-sufficient. Self-sufficiency means not having loan all over the place. That means one needs to conclude that the Yoga Adhipati in one's horoscope is working. So you don't have to look at a horoscope to find this, right? Once you come, somebody is sitting, child is married, child is in America, child is in this job, child is also married, I have property, I have money, I'm sufficient, I don't have health issues, right? I got married in the right age, I have land, children, I don't have any loans. That means Yoga Adhipati is working. See, to a certain, everything cannot be there. To a certain extent, it is average or above average. This is what you need to do. Right? This is the way you should assess whether, see, somebody is telling, I'm going through the Yoga Adhipati's dasha. If they're telling the opposite, that means the Yoga Adhipati is not working. That's it. So the next job is, why is it not working? That's your job as an astrologer to find out. If somebody is going through a bad time and he's telling all this I have, that means Yoga Adhipati is supporting his horoscope, and that's the reason certain things are working. Right? So you don't have to even visit an astrologer to know that. Right? So the fifth bhava and the ninth bhava in the horoscope are considered to be very, very important. So choosing a gemstone which is either the fifth bhava lord corresponding to the fifth bhava, or the ninth bhava, will give one person all forms of goodness. Now your mind should not go to, sir, but my Yoga Adhipati is Neecha, my Yoga Adhipati is in the eighth bhava, my Yoga Adhipati is in the ninth bhava, okay, eighth bhava, my Yoga Adhipati is getting into a TITHI SHOONYA. No, all of that is not required. Yoga Adhipati, Panchama Adhipati, the fifth bhava lord, are there to give you something. Irrespective of the sthiti, irrespective of the state they are, choosing the gemstones pertaining to the grahas will do you good. This is full stop from now on. But the only thing is, having negative thinking. Negative thinking means what? This person, how is he doing this? How is he doing that? Evil thinking, those who have that, they should never wear gemstones. They should never wear gemstones. Why? Because whatever you are going to talk, only that gemstone is going to reflect. Whatever you are going to talk, only you are going to reflect. So the simple rule is, choose the fifth, choose the ninth, and I'm seriously telling you, follow the procedure and you will get results. Right. Procedure to wear a gemstone. After you buy a gemstone, for 3 days, keep the gemstone along with tamarind leaves. One leaf is also, right? Tamarind leaf or tamarind flower. See, tamarind flower won't be available always. One is more than enough. You take the gemstone with the tamarind leaf and tamarind flower. If tamarind flower is not available, okay, fine. This itself is enough, right? And keep it in one's puja room for how many days? 3 days. You do this, gemstones will work for you. Right? Many people say, no, why it is not working? You just do this. And most importantly, I've told you what state of mind you should have. If that is not there, gemstone won't work. After 3 days, you take the gemstone to the nearest Ganapati temple. Ganapati means Ganesha for people in the northern part of India. And perform a archana on your name. If you wish to, you can also take the ring or take the stone and keep it beneath the feet of Ganesha. Return back home on that day between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12 p.m. can be extended to 12:30. Basically, when sun is in his zenith, which is called as the Abhijit Muhurta. So if you go into Drik Panchang, you will get the Abhijit Muhurta time. Keep the stone under sunlight. Keep the stone under sunlight. After that, you can wear it in your finger. Which finger? For that, all of that is there. So many things are there. You can, the idea is just this. Wherever, whichever finger you wear, it will work. It is not a problem. Or whatever the astrologer prescribes. If you specifically want to know which finger for which stone, I'm ready to tell you that. Later on, I will tell you that. Or you can individually ask me. Otherwise, it will take too much of time. But the logic for
what time?
11 to 12:30 a.m. 11 to 12, it can be extended to 12:30. You go to Drik Panchang and you put Dainik Panchang and you will get the Abhijit Muhurta. It is basically the Abhijit Muhurta. Once you wear it, right, for the next 3 months, every month, at least for 1 day, 3 months, one day, right? Keep the stone beneath the sunlight during the Abhijit Muhurta. Just like that, wearing gemstones and all won't work. If you just follow this method, I'm telling you, you will see a completely different trajectory in your life in the way gemstones work. Just the 5th Bhava Lord, the 9th Bhava Lord, select. Sir, 5th Bhava Lord is Neecha. So what if it's Neecha? You want to get it better, no? Use it. 5th Bhava Lord in the 8th, sir. You use, I'm telling you. Sir, 5th Bhava Lord is Ucha. So what? 1,000 rupees is there. Somebody is giving 1,500 rupees. Why won't you take that? Try it and give me the result. And then you suggest to other people. Simple solution, and you will see some results. Some people will wear a gemstone, keep a gemstone. They'll be working full time in, all you big people, you work in all big AC companies, which are 24 hours on AC. You don't go and see the sunlight itself. So the gemstone will be saying, where is sunlight? He will be searching for sunlight and he will only see the LED lights in your room, LED lights in your cabin. How will it work for you? This is one category. The second category is they will talk all stupid things about others, about themselves. See, I've told all students, you lower yourself in front of other people. That is not to actually be boastful and prideful to come into problems. But if you really lower yourself in front of yourself, definitely gemstone won't work. Why? Because it is only going to reflect what you are talking. So if you buy a gemstone, oh my God, I bought this gemstone for 5,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees, nothing is working, nothing will work. Why gemstones work for some people? They will be having a favorable time. Favorable time is not time, okay? During that favorable time, your mind is conducive. When they have a favorable time, they will get some money. So using that money, they will buy some gemstone. Mind is also favorable. Time is also favorable. They will think positive. They will think highly of themselves. Gemstone will also listen to them. Oh, he's thinking very high of himself. I will give him what he deserves. It will give you all the good. This is the only reason. But most of you, what you do when you're going through a bad time, when you're cribbing about everybody around you, when you're cribbing about yourself, you go and buy a gemstone. After buying a gemstone also, this is the procedure. This procedure you follow, paka, you will get a result. After buying, you will crib again and again. Oh, what happened? 2 days, gemstone I wore, nothing is happening. The gemstone will listen to you. Oh, nothing is happening. Really, nothing will happen for you. That's all. This is the secret to gemstone, because remember, I use the word reflection. That is the logic behind this, right? Because there's so many people. They buy these gemstones, 5,000 rupees. Big people who use more money. So if you have money, buy Bhagyadipati, Panchamadipati, both the gemstones you wear, irrespective of where it is positioned in the horoscope. Try it. These are all little things which is tried, tested, and given to you. Every day I test on something. Every week I test on something. Every month I test on something. Once I get testimonies after testimonies, sir, yes, sir, wonderful, sir. That's when I suggest things. That's the way I actually follow the path of my practice, right? So this is how you should be. Why? Because here, remember, it takes the rays, every graha, whatever you call it, as emitting light, emitting wavelength, emitting radiation. Where is it coming from? Obviously, it is coming from the sun. Where is sun? When is sun in its peak? It is in Abhijit Muhurta. So automatically, if you just do that, how much ever, see, I'm not telling you buy some gemstone for 5,000, 6,000. So 200 rupees gemstone also, you value that gemstone, because that gemstone, remember, word by word, I hope you have written what I've told you. He's working like a goblin. He's working like a Buddha. He's working like a genie for you. He's like, command me, your master. If you give stupid commands, it's going to give you stupid results. And you will be amazed at the ways these gems can work. So you don't have to invest so much of money. Small amount of money, your known jeweler, your known astrologer, your known friend who's giving you a stone which is decently priced, even a few hundred rupees, few thousand rupees, buy it and wear it. The way you treat it and the procedure you follow will definitely go about and give you result. The only condition here is don't mount it on gold. Why you should not mount it on gold? Can anybody tell me? Why you should not mount it on gold? The reason being, the gemstone should be given importance. He is your guide, he is your friend, he is your philosopher in life. Whenever you call upon that person, this gemstone, he will be there to protect you. When you wear it on gold, now what is going to happen? He will ask, who is this new person? He looks a little more richer than me. So you're giving him importance, right? You're not giving me importance. So don't wear it on gold. Any other metal is fine as long as it is not gold. Why? The concept here is very, very simple. It is the gem should get the weightage. It is the gemstone that should get the importance, right? This is how it is. So this is a Sukshama Rahasya which has just been broken so easily in front of all of you. And hereafter, I hope you, and I just hope people who, and I may share this in public, so that all of them are also benefited from here on, instead of confusing here, there, and not coming to a conclusion in their lives. Which means what's very, very important when it comes to a gemstone is your thought, is your faith, is your mind. As per your mind, it will work for you. If your mind is filled with stupid things, it is not going to work. Which means even 100 rupee gemstone will work for you. It is your thought. It is the attention that you give towards it. It is the attention that you give towards your own self-talk. And if you do that, which means you just need to take an oath from today onwards. I'm not going to talk about anybody itself. Forget about praising somebody. Forget about, depreciating somebody. Forget about nitpicking somebody. Forget about finding faults from somebody. Immediately you will see, and after that you buy a gemstone and you just follow the procedure, you will develop like anything. No judgment. Good or bad, I don't know. I don't know anything. Just leave it. That way, if you stop judging itself, I don't know whether it's good or bad. I don't want to praise him also. I don't want to admonish him as well. Immediately the gemstone will start working, wherein you will be in alignment with what you actually want. Go on nagging, go on cribbing, go on talking ill about other people, go on nitpicking others, go on finding faults with others. It won't work. Leave it. If you have that character, if your basic character itself is like that, please don't buy a gemstone. It is not going to do anything. So you can wear your 5th Bhava Lord gemstone, 9th Bhava Lord gemstone. Now don't get into Neecha, Ucha, Badhaka. All of that is secondary. Whatever it is, it indicates your Bhagya. It indicates your 5th Bhava. It won't fail you. That's it. But don't put it in gold. It's as simple as that. Full stop. Sir, can I eat non-veg? Can I be with my spouse? All of that is secondary. What really matters is your mind. You just follow this procedure and you will get the difference. How much should I spend, sir? Big amount, this many carat. All that is not required. Even if you buy a gemstone worth not even a few carat, worth half. I'm telling you, go to even 1,000 rupees gemstone also, no. But as long as you follow this, you will get some amazing, miraculous results. Right? Should I wear it as a dollar? No. It should only be worn on your fingers. That is the only thing. Vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Some people say that, when somebody is passed on, you should remove the gemstone. Remember, a death is a natural event. It's God calling somebody. So from your perspective, it looks like it's something bad. But, it is It is God coming in somebody's presence. So all of this is secondary. This is based on sentiments, but the procedure and the way you handle gemstones is what matters. So if you feel that you're going into a negative environment, forget about going into a negative environment. You yourself are a stupid person who's negative. Forget gemstones. Don't even go near it. It won't work for you. It will only create harm for you because I told you it's like a goblin. Whatever you're going to speak, it's going to reflect it back. So why play around with it? And that's the reason, my respected students, gemstones don't work at times for many people who actually need it to work because they are going through a difficult time. And you would find people who are going through a good time, they will wear gemstones and it will be working. This is the reason as to why it works, right? So with this, we have come to the end of today's session. How was today's session? All of you, any doubts, any questions, please let me know. And how was today's session? You can ask your questions, doubts. NM 645.
Brilliant, sir.
Good. Follow it now. Follow it. First you follow. First all of you develop in life. Then you tell 10 people. See, you do the experiment with yourself first. Then you tell 10 people. Once you see that experience fructifying, no, then you will know, oh my God, such a simple things are told. This has changed everything. Big things are simple, my respected students. NM 630.
So what you just explained, right, in that Rahu Ketu can never be the Bhagyadipati or fifth or ninth lord, right? So in that case, so we don't have to wear those gemstones.
A fifth and ninth. Which is your fifth Bhava Lord? Which is your ninth Bhava Lord? Select where. That's all. Simple.
Okay. Okay, sir. I just got a doubt because Rahu Ketu can never be fifth or ninth lord. That's what. Okay, thank you.
Let's start with the fifth or ninth day. Using cat eye, using Gomedagam, using Hezonite, all of that is secondary. This you just stick on with. You will get a result.
Yeah.
Some of you who are already wearing, some of you who are already wearing gemstone, just follow this procedure once and wear it and you will see the result. Just these two things, your thought, your mind and procedure. It will work like a charm. How are you, all of your mom? Did I do anything? Was it useful to you? See, I am giving you things, download after download, thinking it's useful to you. All of you are sitting silent like this. I'm like, did you understand?
No, sir.
You don't know the perspective that I'm telling you. Don't you know the depth I'm telling you? That is what I would think.
Sir,
It's
it
very
was just
useful, sir.
excellent session, sir. For a long time, I had confusion about like fifth and ninth lord because I read one book there. It was written that you should wear, gemstones according to the fifth and ninth. But today
And
you clarified one thing
as per the lagna, not per
as per the
Rashi.
lagna, yeah. And you clarified one thing that wherever fifth and ninth lord is, whether it is 6, 8, 12 or anywhere else, you should wear the, fifth and ninth lord gemstone. That was just like something, I think it was, so that I did not know. And this point actually created a lot of confusion in my mind. But today it has been, and the protocol and the list of procedures that you have given, I think that is,
I've been there. I've done it all.
Sir.
I have done my work in each and every part of it. You call it the systems. I've tried everything out. But what can be conveyed? What is correct? How is it working? All this has to be gauged, right? Big gyan can be taught to you. I can do that. But you do it, you get it. This is the style of approach that we are following. It is like a cut to the chase approach. This is it. You follow it. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, okay, that's fine. That's a procedure. And you try. All of you just try. I'm not telling you buy these costly, simple 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees. How will you treat somebody who you really, really desire, love, respect? The moment you do that, and the moment you create, first you create your life like that. 45 days from now, I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to say he's good or bad. Don't tell good also. Don't tell bad. See, don't tell good also. No, don't judge itself. I don't know. That's it. your life immediately after that you buy one stone. Wear it. Do the procedure. Magic will happen.
And sir, this is also resonating with the common sense. Like if you are working throughout the day inside AC room and under a roof, and it is covered from all the sides, then how sunlight will affect your body and mind. So this is very, it is, I think it says all.
So, Abhijit Muhurta, especially people who are from the state of Kerala. See, all over India, we will be having weddings in the evening. Some not people in the northern part of India, I think it is evening. Where people in Tamil Nadu, it will be during the Brahma Muhurta. But if you go to Kerala, you would find weddings. They will be conducting weddings right in the afternoon. You'll be like surprised because they stress on the Abhijit Muhurta. They stress on the Abhijit Muhurta.
And sir, sometimes Abhijit Muhurta also gets overlapped with Rahu.
Don't use a Rahu Kala. Don't use a Rahu Kala. Who's telling you to
And
use
if it gets, overlapped with each other, then?
The fact remains that, you know what, Abhijit Muhurta is capable of removing all doshas. But, in modern day Panchangs, they say Rahu Kala is there. Fine, okay. For your sentiment, you don't use the Rahu Kala. But use the Abhijit Muhurta, which is without a Rahu Kala. But otherwise, using Abhijit Muhurta during any time, during any Lagna, it will promise success.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank
Which
you.
means tomorrow, let us say somebody is coming to you. You people have not studied Muhurta. Tomorrow somebody is coming to you and telling, cast a Muhurta. I don't know what time to give. Just choose the Abhijit Muhurta and give. That's it. First
irrespective
is not irrespective of the Lagna. First is
Karana.
at least all the doshas pertaining to the Karana, pertaining to the Tithi, pertaining to the Yoga, pertaining to the day will be taken away. Right? More will come. So either you use the Abhijit. For Muhurta, I'm telling, not for the stone now. For Muhurta, you can also use the Brahma Muhurta. Same rule applies for Brahma Muhurta also. I don't know what Lagna to give. I don't know what date to give. I'm confused. I have to do something. Brahma Muhurta, Abhijit Muhurta. That's it, full stop.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Sir, I have a few.
Is it NM645? Okay, we'll go in an order. NM645. Manjula Mishra, ma'am.
Yeah, 645 here. So this after coming from Ganesha temple, what we are supposed to do? Can you repeat once again? Should we keep it in the sunlight in the Abhijit Muhurta, or should we wear it on Abhijit Muhurta?
You should keep it in a sunlight on the Abhijit Muhurta for 1 hour.
1 hour, okay. And if it is like amethyst kind of stone, can we keep that also in sunlight?
Yes. I told you, no, precious and semi-precious stones, all.
Okay, right.
Once you get the recording, you can re-listen to it and write down the points.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Already. Thank you. Manjula, ma'am. Manjula Mishra, ma'am.
Sir, thank you.
Ma'am, network is not proper, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Very valuable information. Never heard with such clarity before. And sir, why one thing?
Remember,
why
ma'am, just a minute. Remember, you called me with a purpose, no, ma'am. One day. So why don't you try it for the person who you mentioned, right?
Yes, I will try. I will try, but I may not try, sir, because the person is in a very
okay.
low.
No. That's okay. Oh, then don't do it. Don't do
Will,
it. Don't do
yeah.
it.
So this valuable information will be applicable there, and so may not buy it for that person.
The tamarind is, the tamarind is a sukshama pariharam that you will get later on. But just follow it.
Okay.
Because this may go in public. Everything cannot be shared in public like this.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Neerja, ma'am. That is NM63.
31.
31. Neerja, ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. Just wanted to say the genie you were talking about, I think you have come into our lives like a genie. a wish fulfills to have a guru like you, Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this precious knowledge that you're giving us.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
NM23.
Hi, yeah. Today's
Hi.
session was really stunning. For me, it was like I have a doubt in the vehicle numbering and all that. See, for me
Okay.
personally, it's like Sun is Neecha Bhanga and Mars is exalted in Navamsa and Moon is exalted for me. So I can choose like 1, 2, or 8, something like that, right? 8, 4, anything.
Yeah,
So
that
which
will
one
come.
be
You're going to
best
you're
for
going to
me?
getting into advanced question. That will come. One by one, I will link astrology
No,
with it. Don't
no,
worry.
yeah, because you mentioned 2 points here. One was for number 1, that is where Mars is getting into Bala, and the Lagna Lord is Bala, and Sun is also Bala. That is for number 1. And for number 2, you said if Moon is exalted. Correct, right?
Right.
Yeah. So when you have both, will both the numbers work? That's what I'm asking. That's what my question is.
Which is more potent will work. Now you told me that you are getting vehicles with number 2 without even asking for it.
Yes.
So now you have the answer
yeah.
to it, which is working.
Okay.
If you're
But
getting a
even
vehicle
if I
where
get 1, that is also fine.
that is also fine.
Oh, okay.
But that is also fine. But for a Tula Lagna, you know what the BADHAKA will be. So no, not Sun, you should not take as much as possible. That we will link it here when we get into the horoscope. Right?
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. NM23. So NM640. So all this will be coming. You don't have to worry. Don't get into advanced questions. NM640.
I just need. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thanks for your class. Thanks for everything. But sir, I have a few questions. I live in California. It's very hard to find the tamarind leaves. So what else I can use here?
Hey, that is the only thing. Yeah. So if possible, you can. You should try something to get hold of it. Tamarind leaf is easily possible. Not, I mean, maybe not in the state or the place that you live in, but you can arrange for it, or you should arrange for it. That is the way out.
Okay. So another question is, sir, like some people, like even my 5th and 9th bhava are afflicted. I know that you mentioned that even if it's inflicted, anything happen to the 5th and 9th bhava, you still wear the stone.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Heard,
I'm telling you.
Sir, let me finish if you don't mind, sir. So I read the books. I heard the other astrologers that if the 5th and the 9th bhava lord is sitting in 8th, like my 5th bhava lord is Shani is sitting in 8th, and the Ketu is in the 9th. So they said not to wear a stone, those kind of. So according to you, is it okay to wear a stone even if they are afflicted? It will still give you the good effects.
Yes.
Please, sir, go ahead.
Yes. That's all. One word answer.
Okay. I just want to confirm.
With due regards, due credence to all people who have taught you what they have taught you. They should have their valid reasons. And I'm just giving you a yes from my standpoint of view, and you can follow it.
Sure, I will follow, sir. The only problem is I have to find the tamarind leaves. I don't know where to find that.
One tamarind leaf. I'm not telling leaves. One tamarind leaf.
Yeah, just one tamarind leaf. So even I find a tamarind plant somewhere. No problem, sir. I try my best.
Right. Okay. NM621. Are you done with the questions? Do you have any other question? Okay. NM621.
Hello, namaste, sir.
Namaste, yeah.
Sir, I want only one thing and know about my English so leak. Tithi Shoonya in 5th bhav. You also wear a stone?
Very. Totally.
Okay.
See, in order to get the confidence, you buy one small 1,000 rupees, 2,500, even lesser than that also. You wear, no? First, I
wear 5 times my stone, 5 times I miss my anguti and broken stone, Dhanrashi, Pokhraj.
This time you just use these 2 rules and try.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
Right. All the very best. Thank you.
Very good, sir.
yeah, the fifth bhava, the ninth bhava, they're there to give you. When you say the sixth, I'm giving you my point of view, okay? And I'm a small astrologer. I'm a kindergarten astrologer. Don't treat me in par with those big astrologers. They're great people. Sixth, don't you want rental income? Sixth, don't you want something to do with additional income? So many karakatwas of sixth. Eighth bhava, so many karakatwas of eighth bhava, I've told you, right? Big, big buildings, all these wealth, which is given to you without, without work is the eighth, right? And you know what? I just want you all to think of it from this perspective. When a Shubha Graha goes to a Durbhava, doesn't he not have the ability to give its goodness to that bhava? Can you not think in that line? All of you? Are you able to think in that line? See, I'm a good person. Even if I'm in a bad situation, I will only do good. Do you get it? All of it?
Yes.
All of it? I will try my best to do good. I will try my best to support you. I will try my best to support you in that area, in that domain, whichever I can. It's the way you treat me. It's the way as to how you make out of it, of the situation surrounding you. But if you start itself, you know what, this is not going to work, this is like this, that, why this person told that person told that, this is not the way you go. So that's why I'm telling, before you do all of that, just give 45 days to be non-judgmental about anybody. Don't call anybody good also. Don't call anybody bad also. Because this itself is a judgment, no? I don't know. That's it. The moment you keep telling in your mind, I don't know. I don't want to judge anybody. It's okay. Maybe, whatever. Like this, you go on, playing around with your mind, you will reach one state of stillness where you'll feel that, it's okay. Anybody, whatever they are, whatever other people are also doing to me, it's because of not them. It's because of what I did in the past. I won't blame anybody. I will just say everybody is just doing their job. Once you come into that mode, you do things and you will be, you will reach heights. NM 645.
Sir, just want to add.
So what is this tamarind leaf, sir? Tamarind leaf, the significance of tamarind leaf with
I have told madam, told madam, this may be shared on public. So it's a Sukshama Parihara. So you can just follow it. There is a Sukshama Rahasya behind it.
Sir, can I? Sir,
yes, go ahead.
So I just want to let you know, sir, every time like I just mentioned, the fifth lord is an eighth, which is a the Shani. So every time I went to make a Neelam, something comes up and I could not reach to make a ring of the Neelam. Every time something happens. So every time I go and, to the jewelry store to give the stone, on the way something happened, I have to come back. Or I could not reach there. I don't know.
Okay. Try it. Anybody has any question? As far as why tamarind has a special significance. Of course, the significance of tamarind is given in the Parihara course. So that is there. And that is like, a closed session. This session may be going out to the public. So I don't want to share. Everybody, you cannot just share everything to everybody. Make use of it. NM 630.
Yes. Sir, actually, I want to acknowledge that. So I don't know, somehow I changed the ring, okay, last August. And ninth, I'm wearing ninth lord ring. And it's in Tithi Shoonya and in sixth. But I see a lot of change. I came across you. I came across, and there are a few more things at my professional front also. I see some good changes. So, as of now, good. I see things working.
Good.
Thank you.
Right. So you treat that as a companion, and that will do good. Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
NM 630. NM 655.
Sir,
yes.
Like fifth and ninth bhava lord stone I should wear, or the
fifth and ninth bhava lord stone. Fifth and ninth bhava lord.
Okay, sir. And one more thing, that book I wanted to buy, Tirukural. There are two, written by two authors. So any of them is okay?
No, ma'am. See, I don't know because many people have asked me this question. Many students have asked me this question. I don't have a Tirukural. There is a Tirukural book in English, but I've not seen it. I've not seen the content of it, so I cannot comment on that. But I think what I've suggested to people is, you just go on to these websites like Amazon, see if the reviews are good. Keep the book at least.
Yeah, I ordered one with the M. Rajaram. So I don't know which one to buy actually. So English only. I said maybe sometime we can read it also. Now,
Because
if it is
a
in
lot
Tamil,
of
then I
verses,
can.
a lot of verses in Tamil, especially old verses, they cannot be literally converted in English. You cannot give the essence of it in English. In fact, you know what? When you wear, like for example, the beauty of gemstones to be expressed in one way is like, you know what? Gemstones, they act as gods, they act as divine beings, wherein, you know what? In Tamil, you have a saying wherein you say, Kadavil Thoonilum Iruppan, Thurumbulum Iruppan, which means God is everywhere. God is there in living things as well as the material objects that you see around you. And that's the way gemstones work. Tirukural is, it will have verses and verses which may not be completely I don't know. I may not be right also. You cannot completely translate the essence of it. Many of the Tamil works, not just Tamil works, anything which is ancient, you cannot get the complete essence out of it unless somebody is a deep scholar. But at least having a book is good. Right.
So I can buy in Tamil and keep it, or if I have to read it also.
Ma'am, you can buy
sometime?
in Tamil, ma'am, but you can be having it in English is at least you will find the meaning behind something. As I again say,
Yes, sir.
having something is better than not having anything at all. Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's just about
Yes,
the book.
sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. NM64.
Sir, thank you, sir. The classes were amazing. Though I'm a beginner, I find it very, what you say, sir, very enriching, enlightening kind of all your information. Thank you so much.
Right.
And I have one small query, sir. Forgive me if it is very noise. Sir, you mentioned that you give us a tabular column with the respective birth, path, date, and the stone for that. And following that, you told about the gemstone corresponding to the 5th and 9th bhava.
No,
Okay,
this is
sir.
separate, that
So
is
the
separate.
bhava,
This is separate, that is separate.
this is separate, that is separate. Okay, sir.
This
So
is
the
specific
respective
to the
planets,
Lagna.
Lagna. So what are the gemstones corresponding to each bhava lord? How do we
That I will
know
share
that? Is it coming?
separately, but I think that is
Okay.
that is a common no-brainer. Everybody would know it. All students, one of the students
Okay,
you
sir.
can share. All students can share.
Okay.
Else when I'm free, I will do that. Anybody
Okay,
wants
sir.
to share? You will get a for each stone. There is for each Navagraha. There
Sure,
is a
sir.
stone.
I'll find it out, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And you
Thank
can
you.
just
Thank you so
reconfirm
much.
that with me. Otherwise, it will take the time. NM64. You can reconfirm that with me once.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
NM64. Oh, NM655.
Sir, 5th bhava and the 9th bhava. Okay, so both the stone we can wear, or any of them, any one of them.
Any of them, both of them. It depends
so one
purely
is,
on.
One is Shukra and one is Saturn. So is that okay?
You start with whatever is some people cannot buy a diamond. So if you cannot, you can start with a Neelam. Whichever is convenient with you.
Okay, because my daughter loves diamond. So maybe with diamond I can start. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Wishing you
Thank
all
you.
the best. Wishing you all the best.
Thank
Wishing you all of you the very best. Right? You can try it. There's no harm in trying it. See, I'm always there to listen to your testimonials, or I'm always there to listen to your. Even if it does not work, I will be there. So don't worry. Right? I know what I'm sharing. I'm clear about what I'm telling. So you can just write it. Okay. Any other question? Hope I was able to add value to your time. Hope I was able to add value to the session, to what we discussed today. Anything else? Anybody else wants to share anything? Okay. Thank you all for your time. Wishing you a good night. And that's about it. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you. Namaskaram. Thank you.
Okay. Good night, sir. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Pranam.
Thank you,
Pranam.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.